You're listening to a production of SportsLink Digital Radio.
Welcome inside Worthen Arena. I am your host for today, Daniel Sullivan, and I am joined on my left by Zander Woods. It is field trip day here at Worthen Arena as Ball State plays host to Davidson. Zander, so good to have you here this morning.
Thank you so much, and what an environment it is. Way to, see a lot of the kids getting out here on a college atmosphere where they're able to see some of their favorite players come out and perform for them on a Thursday morning. When do you see that? And a Thursday morning, 11 o'clock tip-off, it's going to be a great day for sure.
It is an early tip-off, but the energy is high in this building.
Extremely.
Let's talk about Ball State. They're coming off of back-to-back losses, tough ones, but to good teams. Most recently, South Dakota State at home, which is rare in the non-conference for the Cardinals. What adjustments do you expect from them today?
When I'm looking at this team, right, and from a standpoint all season, they've struggled to rebound the basketball. And now that is probably linked to their lack of size, with the team being around 5 feet, 7 inches tall on average. But I think they need to look to rebound from a committee, get a lot of fast break opportunities, use your speed and agility along the perimeter, and use your perimeter scoring options to be able to get you those extra points and extra possessions, as opposed to, maybe waiting for the ball to come to you, trying to get the rebound when you just don't have that physicality or size. So I think that's really some adjustments they need to be looking forward to. And also another thing, I want to see them be able to attack the basket a little bit better. Understandably, like I said, with that lack of size. But when you have good shooting, that opens up lanes to the basket, attack it, and then we can maybe see some better transition opportunities as well.
On the other side of things, the Wildcats come into today's contest at 3-5. This is a tough matchup for them, ranked 137th in the net rankings compared to Ball State at number 63 in the country. How do the Cardinals match up with the Wildcats, and what Wildcat matchups should they look to exploit today?
The Cardinals, I think they match up well. Like you said, coming off of back-to-back losses, this team is around the same size as them, but I don't think they can really keep up with them, particularly on the perimeter. I think when you have guys like Allie Becky, who is an elite playmaker, Lachelle Austin, a transfer from Eastern Michigan, who can really stretch the floor, or Madeline Bishkoff, who is just a phenomenal three-point shooter. I think when you're able to attack from that standpoint on the court, I think you're able to exploit a lot of their weaknesses. Now, I think with Davidson, this is another bigger team. So I think if you're able to get into the chest of the defenders, if you're able to be aggressive down low and be very physical, attack the boards, get second chance opportunities for yourself, I think you present a real difficult challenge, even at home, for a fairly talented Ball State basketball team.
You mentioned Allie Becky. I want to touch on her a little bit more. She has started this season red hot, recording the only triple-double so far this season in all of Division I women's basketball, which is a ridiculous stat.
She's incredible. She's incredible. We'll continue. No.
What role does she have in snapping the losing streak today?
I think you have to play through her, right? And I know that's very cliche to say. Of course, why not play through her? She's your best player statistically. But no, honestly, it's not even just what she does as far as a scoring output. Defensively, she's a leader. I think when it comes through your offense, you run it through her because you trust her with the basketball in her hands to make the best decisions, not just for herself as far as a scoring outlook, but her ability to distribute the basketball, her ability to dissect defenses and see what's coming before it actually happens. I think you need to put the basketball in your best playmaker, and you have to trust what the results may vary.
Couldn't agree more. On the other side of things, the freshman from Canada, Candice Leonafa, has had an incredible start to the season for the Wildcats, leading the team with 11.5 points per game. Can she have a big day today against the Cardinals?
Of course she can. I think Candice, with her being so young, already averaging double digits on the Division I level, you don't really see that a lot, right? You might see that with maybe more higher ranked, so to speak, players in the higher major conferences. But when you see a freshman come into a program and already start, and you already see the crowd getting started as well. But if you see a player able to actually start and be your highest volume scorer on a team already, I think that's a pretty impressive thing, and I think she can have a very big day against the Cardinals, but she's so young. She's still inexperienced, so take that with a grain of salt, and it's still very early on in the season.
No doubt about it. It is early on in the season, but I do want to talk about the long-range scope for this Cardinals season. It's been sort of a slow start to the season, obviously the back-to-back losses, and like I mentioned at the start of the broadcast, one of those coming at home, one of those losses coming to a ranked team in North Carolina. They still have to play another one next week at Ohio State. That'll be a very tough contest. The Buckeyes ranked number 12 in the country. What does the long-term look like for this team? Do you think they'll gel more as the season goes on? They're in kind of a crucial moment coming into today's game.
You know, this is a crucial moment, like you stated. And I do believe that they'll, not only will they gel, but they're going to have to. If you're going to see this team want to have any type of success long-term, especially with all the transfers and the new faces that you brought in this past offseason, right, you're going to have to gel together. And from a team standpoint, it starts with that, you know, that leadership, that core four that the Muncie community loves to reference to. It starts with them, and it starts with how they're able to incorporate the newer faces into the lineup and into the game as they're able to, you know, impact winning basketball.
Absolutely. Zander, it's been great having you on the pregame show. In just a few moments, Evan Stowell will be taking over on play-by-play, joined on color by Zander Woods. We have a great broadcast prepared for you today. We have a loud crowd, lots of energy inside Worthen Arena. We're going to step aside and go to break. When we come back, Ball State looks to get back on track against Davidson at home. It's an 11 a.m. tip-off, and it'll be a good one. When we come back, you're listening to SL Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Ranked number 2 in the nation for sports media by the Broadcast Education Association.
This is Ball State Sports Link.
Victory Honda of Muncie. We're not just another car dealership, and here's why. We stand behind every car we sell and are dedicated to helping our customers save time and money. All our pre-owned cars undergo a rigorous 182-point inspection and come with a 90-day warranty to ensure that you're getting a Victory quality vehicle. Plus, you'll get 2 years of complimentary oil changes and tire rotations. We're part of a top 15 dealership group and have an enormous selection of vehicles with access to inventory at over 45 locations. You always get more for your trade and the best possible rates with us. We have an excellent relationship with hundreds of lenders. Our exclusive Car Doc maintenance and membership program will help you save hundreds of dollars in the process of maintaining your vehicle. Lastly, our state-of-the-art body shop and certified technicians perform high-quality repairs and paint work on most vehicle makes and models. Victory Honda of Muncie. We're not just another car dealership.
The best stories in Ball State sports, plus live broadcasts, right in your timeline.
Follow us at BSU Sports Link.
The Hampton Inn of Muncie is the official partner of Ball State Athletics. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. The Hampton Inn is one of Muncie's finest hotels. Come enjoy our free breakfast, free Wi-Fi, and fresh Hampton beds waiting for you. Less than a mile away from Ball State campus. Don't forget to ask about our Ball State special. Search Hampton Inn of Muncie online at munciesuites.hamptoninn.com. At munciesuites.hamptoninn.com.
From the bell tower to your smartphone, anywhere in the world.
Never miss Ball State sports with SportsLink Digital.
So just how big is the Mammoth Pizza at Mancino's? How about a big 24-inch round pizza loaded with all of your favorite toppings? Made to order just for you when you call 287-1300. The perfect size for the big game, the next game, or any event that demands not only the best, but the biggest pizza you can order. And Mancino's is ready anytime. Call, wait 10 to 15 minutes, then head to Mancino's for pickup. Man, is it good. When a large pizza isn't enough, you need at least one Mammoth from Mancino's.
For the best stories, access, and coverage of Ball State sports, follow SportsLink on social media platforms Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. Search at BSU SportsLink.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Your home for live Ball State sports, streaming right in your timeline.
This is Sports Link Digital.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, pay-per-go toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
SportsLink is the official production partner of Ball State Athletics.
All the chirp you can handle.
Whether you're getting ready for the big game or getting ready for the workday, you always want to start with confidence. Cintas has the essential products and services to help businesses provide a clean, safe environment for their employees and customers. With routine restocking of essential cleaning, hygiene, and safety supplies, on-site cleaning, professional uniform laundering, and testing and inspection of fire equipment and systems. Give everyone the confidence they need to start their day. Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday. Whether you're getting ready for the big game or getting ready for the workday, you always want to start with confidence. Cintas has the essential products and services to help businesses provide a clean, safe environment for their employees and customers. With routine restocking of essential cleaning, hygiene, and safety supplies, on-site cleaning, professional uniform laundering, and testing and inspection of fire equipment and systems. Give everyone the confidence they need to start their day. Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
The Hampton Inn of Muncie is the official partner of Ball State Athletics. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. The Hampton Inn is one of Muncie's finest hotels. Come enjoy our free breakfast, free Wi-Fi, and fresh Hampton beds waiting for you. Less than a mile away from Ball State campus. Don't forget to ask about our Ball State special. Search Hampton Inn of Muncie online at munciesuites.hamptonin.com. At munciesuites.hamptonin.com.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, pay-per-go toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
Electric atmosphere here in Worthen Arena. A Thursday morning broadcast, and the energy has never been higher. The Ball State Cardinals getting ready to host the Davidson Wildcats here for some women's basketball. Evan Stowell, Zander Woods alongside me. Zander, this is a Ball State team that's not coming in on some of their best performances. They're 1-4 in their last 4 matchups. They lost against some good teams in the battle for Atlantis, but they lost on Sunday against South Dakota State, a fellow mid-major program. How important is it for the Cards to get back on track?
You know, I think with a game against, with a game against Davidson like this at home, in such an electric atmosphere, I think it's very important to get back on track. This is a team that, on paper, you should be outmatched, or you should outmatch them. I think when it comes down to our perimeter game and our scoring offensively, I think we should be able to put enough points on the board to get ourselves into the win column.
Ball State, the hosts in the Mid-American Conference, taking on Davidson from the Atlantic 10. Davidson coming in with a 3-5 record, but last season, Zander, this was a team that really improved, an 18-8 record over the course of the season. This is a team that's young. They have 6 freshmen. They have 8 international players, but they're starting to gel together. And for Davidson, they just kind of want to find a way to get a bit of a spark going.
Right, but that point that you mentioned, so many young faces on this Davidson squad. As talented as they are, I think this is really one of those matchups that I think Ball State will be able to really exploit with their depth and their experience on the collegiate level.
Yeah, Ball State in their all-white uniforms working from left to right. Davidson in their all-red uniforms working from right to left. The starting lineup for the Cardinals: Allie Becky, Sydney Bolden, Lachelle Austin, Marie Kiefer, and Madeline Bischoff. And the tip goes to the Davidson Wildcats. Here in the first quarter, they got the ball working on the low block. It's number 7, Katie Donovan. She drives inside, has it stripped away by Marie Kiefer. She's able to reclaim it. Now out on the left wing, driving inside for a tough bucket. Look, there was Izzy Morgan. She did not get fouled, so that it goes out of bounds, and the Cards will take possession.
And that's a possession you want to see if you're Ball State defensively, as you're able to try to force turnovers, as you saw Lachelle Austin going for the steal, kind of disrupt a little bit of that offensive flow there. That's really what you want to see for a team that does not have a lot of size.
20 seconds here on the shot clock for the Cardinals. Right wing, it's Madeline Bischoff. Working down low is Marie Kiefer, trying to get space. She's one of the tallest players on the court, but they'll work it to the left towards Austin. Now up top, once again, it's Bischoff. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Back to the right wing. Marie Kiefer, the new all-time leading blocks leader in Ball State history. Lachelle Austin, deep three, banks it in. And the Cardinals get their first three-pointer to go. Lachelle Austin gives the Cards a 3-0 lead.
The bank is open for Lachelle Austin. She's been so good all year. What a great addition out of Eastern Michigan.
9:04 remaining here in the first quarter. 3-0 is the Ball State lead. Inside to Katie Donovan, being double-teamed. She has to kick it back out. Issy Morgan with possession from Australia. She kicks this up top. Now driving it inside is number 21. That's Charlize Dunn. She's rejected at the rim, and now Allie Becky will take it the other way for the Cardinals. Becky on the left wing. Screen from Kiefer. Looks inside, has to pick up her dribble and throw it to the left corner over to Lachelle Austin. Now up top, they go Sydney Bolden. Bolden will work it to the right over to Bischoff. Bischoff back over to Austin. Austin, another deep triple. Does not get this one to fall. The rebound will get into the hands of Mallory Haynes. Haynes will get it to Issy Morgan now. Morgan works the other way for Davidson. 3-0 Ball State leads here in the first quarter. 8:20 remaining as they have the ball working in the left corner now does Davidson. It's Issy Morgan. She's going to take the screen. She's going to get fouled on this play, though, by Sydney Bolden. So the Cardinals will pick up their first personal, and that's actually Lachelle Austin.
Yeah, right there. The Cardinals very active on the defensive end, on the defensive side of the ball. You see a lot of communication. In other games, you really haven't seen that much. So nice signs early on in the game from Ball State.
Now up top with it is Donovan. She has it in the left wing, trying to look down low for Charlize Dunn. Can't get it to her, so she'll have to work it back up top. Davidson working it around the perimeter. 8 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Still a 3-0 Ball State lead. Now up top, it's Dunn. Dunn's three-pointer is nothing but net. She cans the triple. 3-3, we're all knotted up here at Wortham.
What a beautiful off-ball action by Davidson as you're able to free up Dunn, one of the better shooters on the team. Get her open on the wing for a nice 3. Great design by the head coach.
Becky works it down the other way. Now they look inside to Kiefer. Kiefer, tough contested layup. She's blocked at the rim. And now the other way comes the Davidson Wildcats. Working it in transition is Charlize Dunn. She's going to kick it onto the left wing. That's number 1, Mallory Haynes. Haynes works it back up top once again to Lioneffa. Now they work it over once again. That's Izzy Morgan. Morgan has the ball stripped, but she's able to recover it before it goes past the halfway line. Now in the corner, it's Dunn. Dunn has 11 seconds left on the shot clock. They're going to go to Morgan. Morgan has it on the left, in the left part of the lane. She's going to drive it inside. She's going up against Lachelle Austin. Right hook, can't get it to go. Rebound to Allie Becky. Becky working it the other way, takes it to the 3 line. Now she drives inside. She fakes with the left, goes to the right, back to the left, and she's going to get fouled in there. That looked like a foul on Katie Donovan, so Allie Becky will head to the line for 2 shots.
Oh, some really nice footwork right there by Allie Becky as she was able to get the defender up off her feet, and she was right there just to get under the defender to go up for the layup. Now we'll see how good she'll perform at the charity strike.
First personal foul of this first half for Davidson. Becky, a fantastic free throw shooter. She shoots about 71% on the season. She cans the first one. 4-3 now, the Ball State lead. It is field trip day here in Wortham Arena. That's the reason for the 11 a.m. start. But Zander, the energy in here, it's electric.
Yeah, I think especially when you're able to really reach out and tap into the community like how Ball State Athletics has. This is the type of environments you want to see and the turnout you're going to get.
5-3 Becky made her other free throw, and then they get the steal quickly. Now Sydney Bolden inside. She's rejected by Lioneffa. Candace Lioneffa with a great defensive effort to get back there. She sends that one out of bounds.
And that's the second layup that was blocked. And if you're Ball State, if you're going to attack the rim, you got to attack a little bit more aggressive than that. I know that, you know, it was on a weird angle, but still, we want to attack a little bit stronger.
Now Allie Becky with the inbound and then gets it right back, a give and go. 7-3 now the Ball State lead, 6:44 remaining here in the first quarter.
How crafty was that you see Allie Becky was able to get a score in multitudes of ways.
Now the full court trap here from the Cardinals. They're able to steal this one. Sydney Bolden takes it down low. We're going to get a jump ball. The possession arrow will go to Ball State. Great trap on that one by Allie Becky and Sydney Bolden.
And see, that's what we need to see out of Ball State, not only for this game, but moving to the other games down forward as they're able to cause turnovers and get easy points.
Yeah, and on that turnover, it was Emily Bassell, the freshman guard, had just checked in for Issy Morgan. She immediately checks back out as Coach Folk wants to have a conversation with her. Now here, 6 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in the first quarter. It's a 7-3 Ball State lead. Becky has the ball in her own backcourt as she's going to cross the timeline. 24 seconds here on the shot clock. Becky thought about a step back. She's going to rethink it and get it up top to Sydney Bolden. Bolden's going to kick it out to Bischoff on the left wing. Bischoff back from injury. She's been good. They're going to dump it into Marie Kiefer. She goes up and gets it, and she's going to get fouled in the lane. That was Candace Lioneffa, so Marie Kiefer heads to the free throw line.
That's what we like to see out of Marie Kiefer. She's able to, you know, body up, use that length of hers to get the ball over the top of the defender and go up strong. Now she's at the charity strike being rewarded for her efforts.
Yeah, Marie Kiefer, pretty decent free throw shooter. She shoots 15 for 23 on the season. She's a 65% free throw shooter. She's going to knock down the first one, give Ball State an 8-3 lead. And Zander, before the game, I don't know if you heard it, but she's now the all-time blocks leader in Ball State Cardinals women's basketball history. So this is an important game for her. She wants to win it.
Oh, for sure, especially when you have such a record like that cemented in school history. Why else wouldn't you want to, you know, put on a show, especially in front of a very active and live crowd?
Kiefer knocks down both free throws. 9-3 now the Ball State lead. 6:05 remaining here in the first quarter. Up top for Davidson, it's Issy Morgan. Morgan's going to take this one into the lane. She gets it to the right block. She puts it up with her left hand, and she gets that one to fall. Scoop and score for Issy Morgan. 9-5 now. Davidson only trails by 4.
That was a nice move by Morgan right there. Able to get Sydney Brown on her right hip, and she's able to attack.
Lachelle Austin quickly the other way. Becky has it. Kicked over to Bischoff. Bischoff no good on the three-pointer. Rebound by Lioneffa.
Davidson caught a break right there. That was a really good look by Bischoff, just not able to knock it down.
Charlize Dunn gets it to the left wing. It's Issy Morgan. Up top, they're going to go back to Katie Donovan. They're going to work this one around the wing for Dunn. Dunn in the left corner now is going to drive this one into the free throw lane. She's going to get it to the right block, puts it up with her right hand, and a good up and under move from Charlize Dunn. And then a quick turnover here. Marie Kiefer threw that one over the head of Allie Becky. Becky's saying that it was tipped off a defender, and it looks like the referee does not agree with Marie Kiefer. So they're going to have to probably take a look at that one. 5:19 remaining here in the first quarter. It's 9-7. Ball State leads by 2. And the ball is going to go back to Davidson, as it looks like head coach Brady Sallee isn't going to argue with that one. So Issy Morgan will be on the inbound pass for the Wildcats.
And Davidson, that's how they're able to get into the chest of those Ball State defenders. And you see they're able to attack Ball State's weakness.
Now with it is Charlize Dunn. Dunn's going to get it over to Morgan. Morgan on the right block. Pass over to the other wing. That's Adenape. Now she's going to have to kick this one up top. That's going to go over the head, but Charlize Dunn saves it from going over the timeline. Now she's going to take it inside. It's deflected off of her knee by Marie Kiefer, and a great defensive effort there from the Cardinals. And Ball State is going to take back possession, but we're going to take a quick break as we're going to go to our first media timeout. Don't go anywhere. We have an exciting field trip day action ahead of us. 9-7 is the early lead for the Cardinals. You are listening to SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
For the best stories, access, and coverage of Ball State sports, follow SportsLink on social media platforms Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. Search @BSU SportsLink.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Your home for live Ball State sports, streaming right in your timeline.
This is SportsLink Digital.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, Papergo toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
SportsLink is the official production partner of Ball State Athletics.
All the chirp you can handle.
Whether you're getting ready for the big game or getting ready for the workday, you always want to start with confidence. Cintas has the essential products and services to help businesses provide a clean, safe environment for their employees and customers. With routine restocking of essential cleaning, hygiene, and safety supplies, on-site cleaning, professional uniform laundering, and testing and inspection of fire equipment and systems. Give everyone the confidence they need to start their day. Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
The best stories in Ball State sports, plus live broadcasts, right in your timeline.
Follow us at BSU SportsLink.
And welcome back here to SportsLink Digital Radio. The Ball State women's basketball team takes on the Davidson Wildcats. And here with 4:59 remaining in the first quarter, the Ball State Cardinals lead 9-7. Zander, early on, what are you seeing from Ball State that's been able to lead to some success? Obviously, we saw a turnover there right before the timeout, but most of that early part of the first quarter, they looked pretty good.
You know, what I really saw from them is really not only being able to cause turnovers, which I mentioned in the pregame show, is that one of their defensive strategies to compensate for that lack of size, but their ability to rebound and team rebound and really see a lot of communication on that defensive end. And in some ways, we didn't even see that communication, or at least that level of communication on the defensive end in games prior. So that's really, really showcasing how well they're able to rebound from these past losses, show that they've actually been able to learn from those mistakes, and we're seeing it being applied here now. But now we just got to see them be able to be a little bit more aggressive inside the paint on the offensive end, though.
And what we know about Ball State is they love a field trip day. Last year on field trip day, they won 97-64 against Tennessee Tech University. And we're back underway here. Madeline Bischoff has it. Up top, it's Marie Kiefer. On the right side, it's Lachelle Austin. She's going to get it to Zuri Ransom, who just checked into the game for the Cardinals. Back over to the right wing with Marie Kiefer. Now it's in the right corner with Austin. 10 seconds remaining here on the shot clock. Up top, Ransom. Over to the left, Bischoff. 6 seconds now. Up top again, Austin. She lets go of a triple. That one rims out, and the rebound falls to the Wildcats.
And see right there, that's just another grenade shot towards the end of the shot clock. You want to be able to make sure that you're getting more touches inside the paint.
With the ball now in the left wing is Kyra Bruinduck. She gets it up top into the corner. She's going to get this one back. Up top, it's Issy Morgan. Now they're going to work it towards the left corner. Back to Issy Morgan. Davidson with 8 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Morgan drives inside. Tough right-handed layup. Looked like Becky got a block, but they're going to say that she got the arm of Issy Morgan, so Allie Becky will pick up the personal, and Morgan will head to the line for 2 shots.
What Davidson's doing really well here, they're able to isolate those guards in those pick-and-roll situations and really attack them downhill and really take over an advantage of a height mismatch. Davidson has been doing that for the last 3 offensive possessions now. Been really good at doing that.
Awaiting the free throw here. Morgan knocks down the first one despite the noise here in Worthen Arena.
And these kids are very loud and live, really ready to root on their Cardinals for sure.
And it works on the second free throw. The kids did a great job. 9-8, Ball State still has the lead thanks to the noise made by the crowd.
Man, you just got to love kids, man, especially when they're coming out here to support.
Other side of things, we see Marie Kiefer is going to get fouled down low on an off-ball foul. That was number 7, Katie Donovan, who's going to pick up the personal. Ball State will have the ball out of bounds towards the right side. MJ Johnson now is going to check in for the first time this morning, and Marie Kiefer will take a seat. 20 seconds will be on the shot clock. It'll actually be underneath the basket. 3:53 remaining here in the first quarter. Ransom will do the inbounding. 4 seconds, she's able to get it out to Becky. Becky has the ball up top. To the right, Lachelle Austin. Austin's going to kick it over to Bischoff. Bischoff on top of the three-point arc is going to let that one go. No good. Rebound, Katie Donovan. The Wildcats will move the other way in transition.
Outside of that first shot. Oh, and a double dribble we see right here.
Yeah, careless turnover there from Katie Donovan. It looks like she just got a little bit ahead of herself, took that second dribble after picking the ball up, and that will be another turnover for the Wildcats. Donovan will check out. Checking back into the game will be Candace Lioneffa.
You know, if I'm Davidson, with all the sloppy turnovers and offensive miscues, you're only down by 1. So that really goes to show that you're still in the game. Don't need to make this more difficult than it has to be.
Now Allie Becky with the ball on the left side of the perimeter. Over to Bischoff in the same location. She's got the ball up top. 15 seconds remaining here on the shot clock. Down low, working for it is MJ Johnson, but Lachelle Austin will take it. She'll spin inside, puts it up with the right hand. No good. That goes off the right side of the arc. Battling for the rebound down there is Zuri Ransom. They're going to say that went off the hands of Candace Lioneffa, so a great hustle play there from the freshman Zuri Ransom.
You know, early on we saw Ball State, you know, get into their sets, get a little comfortable, but right now they're shooting a lot of difficult shots. A lot of shots that I wouldn't say are the most high-quality basketball shots. And, you know, we want to make sure that we're able to get more touches around the perimeter, work the wings, and then possibly move it inside as well.
Now for the first time today, we're going to see the sophomore Haley Smith check in. Now Maddie Bischoff is going to drive it inside. She's in the lane. She puts it up with the right hand. It bounces around on top of the rim, but she can't get it to fall. Working the other way with it now are the Wildcats. Issy Morgan takes it to the left. She drives it into the lane immediately. She kicks it outside for Lioneffa. Lioneffa's going to let that one go, and it's nothing but air there, Zander. And I think these young kids are going to let her hear it. She gets her first air ball of the morning.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Especially that front row signaling the air ball sign. I will say this, they're having a big impact on this game so far.
Yeah, and it's important to note in 2024 that it's hard to keep the attention span of children, so Ball State's going to want to keep the energy going all game long. 20 seconds remaining here on the shot clock. 2:48 left in the first quarter. Down low, MJ Johnson on the right block is going to pick up a foul call. Issy Morgan pushed her down there. She couldn't handle it, and so Ball State will get another foul. Not quite in the bonus. They'll have the ball underneath the basket.
Oh, man. You know, speaking of attention spans, you can definitely see that Davidson is going to be cueing Allie Becky for her inbound passing.
Now the inbound pass from Becky goes up to Smith. Over to the left, it's Maddie Bischoff. Bischoff on the right block puts up another tough shot. The rebound goes to Lachelle Austin. Austin down low, puts up the right-handed underneath hook shot. Can't get it to go. Great rebound by Becky. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Bischoff three off the front of the rim, and out the other way come the Wildcats. Transition for Sienna Dower. Dower drives it inside, puts it up with the left. It's great defense from Maddie Bischoff. Lachelle Austin's going to push it back the other way. Allie Becky takes it with the right hand, gets the layup, and one.
Allie Becky with a foul. Count the one. She's going to be at the charity strike for an extra pair. And, you know, we saw that how Ball State, they're able to capitalize off of a broken possession. This is what they need to do all season. Be able to cause turnovers, like I said, be able to score easy points, and she's able to bump and get the contact and get herself a shot at getting the three-point play.
Yeah, 2:21 remaining here in the first quarter. 11-8 now the Ball State lead. Allie Becky heads to the line for one shot. She's averaging 13.8 points per game, and she shoots 71% from the free throw line as she knocks in the free throw to get the three-point play. And Ball State now has a 12-8 lead as Becky will check out. The press now will end for Ball State, as it normally does when Allie Becky takes a breather. She averages about 35 minutes of basketball a game, so she does not sit a lot on the bench.
And I don't blame any coach for not wanting to sit Allie Becky. She's such an integral part of this team, so whenever she can take time in the game to sit out, I think that's really important to make sure she's getting that well-needed rest.
I'm with you, Zander. Her energy levels definitely can get low as we see another turnover here by Davidson. Maddie Bischoff this time in on the steal. Up top, Zuri Ransom. Back to the left side to Bischoff on the three-point arc. Bischoff's going to dump it down low to MJ Johnson. She drives inside, puts it up with the left. No foul call. It looked like Bruin Ducks got a hand on her, but they're going to say it went out of bounds off of a block, so Ball State will retain possession. Minute 55 remaining here in the first quarter. 18 seconds left on the shot clock.
And that's the, for what I call, that's the fifth missed shot inside. You know, Ball State has to be a lot better, especially scoring on inside opportunities.
Haley Smith with it now. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Maddie Bischoff with it on top of the three-point arc. Now Lachelle Austin will drive it to her right. 8 seconds now as that clock continues to tick. Now just 5 seconds. Lachelle Austin thinks about another three. Pump fake, step back, triple, and it rims out. But down low, Zuri Ransom with another hustle play gets the rebound over Issy Morgan. And Issy Morgan's going to pick up another personal foul. Great second effort there from the Ball State Cardinals.
And as good as Austin is, I think right now we're seeing her take a lot of grenade shots. And what is a grenade? A grenade is the shot at the end of the shot clock. Not the best shot. Now, she did create some separation for herself, went in and out. But if I'm Ball State, I got to find a way how to be able to get some good shots for my players and be able to get them open in space so they can score.
Yeah, Zander, Lachelle Austin 1 for 3 from threes on the day, but that 1 3 she made was a bank, so a little bit lucky. But she shoots about 38% on the year from the three-point line, so she's a pretty solid three-point shooter. As we see Zuri Ransom miss the first free throw. Minute 36 remaining here in the first quarter. Ransom's second free throw is nothing but net, so Ball State will now take a 13-8 lead. Charlize Dunn from Australia checks back into the game to do the inbounding. They're going to get it to Adenupa. She's going to take this one up the court. She's got plenty of time and plenty of daylight on the left side, but she's going to try to dump it in low to Dunn. Great help defense from the Cardinals, and Lachelle Austin coming over to get the steal. She's going to take this one the other way. She gets it past the timeline, drives it to her right. Great pass to Haley Smith underneath the basket. And that's going to cause a timeout. The Ball State Cardinals playing great defense down low on the block. The steal from Lachelle Austin. She takes it quickly the other way, and they get quick points. Don't go anywhere. We'll have the rest of the first quarter when we come back. The Ball State women's basketball team leads 15-8. You are listening to SL Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Indiana's top sports media school in 2024 by the Indiana Association of School Broadcasters.
This is Ball State Sports Link.
And welcome back here on an electric field trip day atmosphere here from Worthen Arena. The Cardinals are hot early. 15-8 is the lead. Davidson with the ball are able to break the full court press. They're able to get it to Dunn in the left corner. Her three is short, and the rebound falls into the hands of Haley Smith. Now with 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, the Cardinals are going to quickly break the other way. Haley Smith down low to her left, puts it up with her right despite being covered strongly in the lane. Now we're going to see an off-ball foul, I believe, on number 14, Marie Kiefer. That'll be her first personal, and Davidson will reclaim possession.
You know, that trap seems to be working for Ball State so far. Might not have gotten the turnover in that possession, but hey, if you look at this first quarter, they've already forced Davidson into 7 turnovers. So if I'm Ball State's coach, I'm really happy with the defensive production so far.
Jasmine Timerson now has the ball for the Wildcats. 46 seconds now remaining in this first quarter. 15-8 is the Ball State lead. 14 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Now with it is Candace Lioneffa. She gets it out to Dunn. Dunn has 8 seconds. Back up top to Lioneffa. 6 seconds now. Now Timerson. 3 seconds. Now back to Dunn with 2 seconds. She just has to throw this one up there. It hits the rim, and Marie Kiefer is able to get the rebound. The shot clock is dead. So Ball State will probably look to take the final shot. With the ball in her hands is Allie Becky. Nothing would excite these youngsters quite like a buzzer beater here in the first quarter. Becky now with 10 seconds remaining. 8 seconds, she's gonna dribble this one out. We'll see if she goes with her signature step back. 4, steps it back. She tries to drive it inside, goes back again. Deep triple, gets it to Ball. Allie Becky with the triple. And that's quite a way to end the first quarter, Zander. The Cardinals now take a 17-8 lead. Allie Becky unconscious.
Man, and what an end to a first quarter that is. You know, we were just talking about it. Ball State getting a little cold on the offensive end, but who better than Allie Becky to take that last shot to give you a boost of momentum heading into the second.
Yeah, don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we'll have that second quarter. 17-8, the Ball State women's basketball team leads over Davidson. You are listening to SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
So just how big is the Mammoth Pizza at Mancino's? How about a big 24-inch round pizza loaded with all of your favorite toppings? Made to order just for you when you call 287-1300. The perfect size for the big game, the next game, or any event that demands not only the best, but the biggest pizza you can order. And Mancino's is ready anytime. Call, wait 10 to 15 minutes, then head to Mancino's for pickup. Man, is it good. When a large pizza isn't enough, you need at least one Mammoth from Mancino's.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has a new, better flavor. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test. Starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best zero sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Standards. High standards. That's what sets teams apart. It's also what sets us apart at Pridemark Construction. We're not alone in holding our standards high. Ball State University is among those who do. That's why we're proud to sponsor the Ball State Athlete of the Week. High standards in everyday performance is everything in sport, as well as business. Join us in our pursuit of excellence. Join Pridemark Construction for your next building project and in our support of Ball State University's Athlete of the Week.
From trivia night at Brothers and tater tots at Roots.
Never miss a Ball State game with SportsLink Digital.
Welcome back to Worthen Arena. It's a fun atmosphere for this one. The Ball State Cardinals taking on the Davidson Wildcats. We got a morning tip-off, and what that means is it's field trip day, Zander, and this atmosphere has been fantastic through the first quarter.
Oh, yeah, no, certainly. And what a way to end the first quarter. That was a relatively sloppy one, I must say. But we're able to see Haley Smith drive in and make a layup off of Lachelle Austin assist. And then, obviously, we see the Allie Becky buzzer beater to end the first quarter. So I'm pretty sure that even though it wasn't maybe the best offensive quarter, but defensively, Ball State was very tuned in, able to cause 7 turnovers, and that's how they're able to have that 17-8 lead. And I think going into this second quarter, right now I think you want to focus on making sure we're able to move the ball around the perimeter, get some paint touches, be able to attack the basket, and I think we'll be able to have a little bit more of an efficient basketball game. Now, if I'm Davidson, you got to be able to slow down that pressure of that trap. I think get into your sets, be able to put that trap at ease, move the ball around more as opposed to just ISO balling and trying to attack. But if you're able to do that, I think you'll have a little bit more of a competitive basketball game if I'm Davidson.
Yeah, I'm with you there, Zander. And as you mentioned that trap, I'm a big fan to see that back. Ball State struggled a little bit defensively this season compared to last year, probably because of the fact that they lost their best defender, Nyla Hampton. She transferred over to Michigan State. This team's looked a little lackluster defensively at times this year. That offense has still been there. In the last game versus South Dakota State, they did a pretty poor job in the third quarter of maintaining the scoring ability, and then their defense just didn't hold up, and it really let them down. So we'll see how consistent they're able to be as we're about to start this second quarter. 17-8, the Cardinals lead here through 1. The start of the second quarter the ball is with Davidson, and the ball is immediately stripped there by Lachelle Austin, but a smart play by Emily Bissell of the Wildcats to let that one go out of bounds. She's already been pickpocketed once in this game, the young freshman point guard.
And that's really her youth and inexperience at the Division I level showing. But at the point guard level, you got to be more careful with the basketball.
Now with the ball are the Wildcats. Up top with it is Donovan. Donovan being pressured heavily here by the Cardinals, but she's able to get this one inside. A great play and great setup for Mallory Haynes, but she blows the layup, and the rebound goes to Ball State. The other way, past the timeline, Austin. Austin drives it inside, takes it with the right hand. A blocking foul the other way. I think they're going to get, it looks like number 44, Emily Bissell on that one, so heading to the line for 2 shots, I believe is going to be Lachelle Austin, unless they call that one on the floor.
Lachelle Austin, she's such a quick guard. I know her three-point shooting presence is what makes her dangerous, but you know that ability to stretch the floor, that's going to cause you open lanes like that to attack, especially in transition. She's able to put her head down, and now you see she's at the free throw line with an opportunity to put the Ball State up 19-8.
Austin, a 76% free throw shooter on the season. Misses the first free throw. Zander, you talked a little bit about Ball State's defense. You saw it right there on the last possession for Davidson. They just don't have enough time with the ball. They can't get into these sets.
And it's not even just that they're not having enough time with the ball. They're not making the most of their offensive possessions. So, a lot of their sets are coming towards the end or near the end of the shot clock. But if Davidson, you got to be better with the basketball, and you got to be making more sharper and timely plays.
18-8 is the score now, a 10-point lead for Ball State. The other way with it, Bissell drives inside, misses the layup. It'll go out of bounds. Possession will go back to the Cardinals.
And that was a beautiful move by Bissell, but you know what they say, $1 million move, 5-cent finish.
5-cent finish is right, Zander. She blew the layup on that occasion, and now Marie Kiefer will try to get it in. She gets it to Becky. A full court trap of their own now is what Davidson is applying. 9:15 remaining here in the second quarter. A full shot clock to work is Becky. Becky's going to take an up-front screen. She's going to drive it inside, has it on the right block, tries to draw contact, is going to kick it out to Smith. Smith's going to immediately go back to the corner for Becky, who then puts it back on top of the three-point arc for Lachelle Austin. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Kiefer up top. Becky, left corner. Deep three here for the Cardinals, no good. That's the freshman Grace Kingery. She misses that three ball pretty badly as it goes off the end of the rim and out of bounds. Davidson will retake possession.
Right now, Cardinals 1 of 8 from three-point range. Not something you want to be, or a position you want to be in right now, especially this early in the game. And another turnover.
Another steal now. Lachelle Austin with the left hand is going to get that one. Easy finish. Haley Smith and Lachelle Austin combine on that occasion. 20-8 now, Ball State leads.
And that, I believe, is the 10th turnover of the game for Davidson. It's still early in the first half.
Now the other way, they have a wide open three look for Mallory Haynes. That one is in and out, and the rebound will go to Haley Smith.
You know, a lot of these looks that Davidson is getting, they're good looks. You know, they're just not able to knock it down.
Down low to Marie Kiefer, but that one goes through her hands. Now with the ball once again is Davidson. Davidson takes it down the court. Mallory Haynes dumps it inside. Candace Lioneffa has it on the right block. She has to kick this one out for Dunn, but once again stolen by the Cardinals, this time Marie Kiefer. Lachelle Austin quickly their way. Kingery thought about pulling that three, but she's going to give it back to Austin. Austin wide open, look. Knocks it down. Lachelle Austin gets that triple to fall, and an early timeout here for Davidson. 23-8, the Ball State Cardinals lead. They had a strong first quarter, but then they've started this second quarter pretty hot.
Oh, yeah. Boiling hot. And when you get that many turnovers and you're just able to cause such a disruption for any type of offensive continuity, you know, that's the results you're going to get. And if I'm Davidson, you find yourself in a 15-point hole. You got to be able to defend that trap. And if I'm the head coach, I got to be able to talk to my point guard here and say, hey, we got to be able to move this basketball a lot more carefully, but with a lot more intent behind the decisions. No more passes leaving my feet. We got to be able to try to get more paint touches, something to slow down this trap.
I couldn't agree with you more, Zander. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the remainder of the second quarter. The Ball State Cardinals lead 23-8 here from Field Trip Day. You are listening to SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
You're listening to SportsLink Digital, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Your home for live Ball State sports.
Some fun activities down on the floor at Worthen Arena as we see a toddler race going on between some pre-K students. Looks like a couple of them getting the win there. Everyone's a winner here on Field Trip Day. The Ball State Cardinals are hoping to get back into the win column after a couple of tough losses recently against fellow mid-major programs Columbia University and South Dakota State. Looks like they're heading that way right now, Zander. It's been a strong start here as the second quarter is about to get back underway. A 23-8 win, a 23-8 lead right now for the Ball State Cardinals, and I think a big reason for that, the rebounding's been fantastic. They have 5 offensive rebounds to Davidson's 0.
Yeah, and that's just Ball State. Like I said in the pregame show, being able to rebound by committee, not necessarily waiting around and just watching the ball go up in the air and try to grab it. You're seeing them crash the boards, being a lot more aggressive, being a lot more physical for, quite frankly, a team that on paper is bigger than them, averaging around 5'8" across the board to Ball State's 5'7". So that's what we're able to see right now is they're able to create second chance opportunities and turnovers on the fast break, especially when their offense, quite frankly, has not been that efficient.
Yeah, so right now, Zander, what does Davidson need to do to kind of adjust to this Ball State defense? They've been hounding them the entire ball game so far. This is a club in the Ball State Cardinals that are very good with that full court press, but we saw the likes of South Dakota State able to kind of break that at times. What does Davidson need to do better? You know,
when I'm looking at Davidson right now, you got to feel for her. You see that the freshman, the young freshman, Emily Bissell, she's caught in the backcourt almost by herself. Nobody there to almost help her break that trap. You got to have another guard at least try to carry some of that responsibility or decision-making responsibilities off of her shoulders. And I know she's coming off the bench, but as you see, she got subbed out here. But you got to make sure that you're able to keep these pressures and traps at bay.
Back underway here in the second quarter. Davidson has the ball, being full court pressed once again. This time they're able to get it across the timeline and work it the other way. That's Haynes with it in the corner. They're going to go up top to Basel. Now they're going to kick it to the left corner for Bruin Dunks. Bruin Dunks is going to drive it into the right lane. She's going to kick it out to Lionefa. Now a good left-handed look there, but swatted away by Marie Kiefer. And Ball State will take it the other direction.
And are you surprised who could have got that swat?
Madeline Bischoff, she lets go with a triple.
And you know, let me tell you something, that's not somebody you want to let get a good look at the basket. She will make you pay every time.
Yeah, Maddie Bischoff loves a wide open three-point look. She knocks that one down, 26-8 now, the Ball State advantage. Driving with it inside is Katie Donovan. Good move. She's going to kick it out to Haynes. Haynes lets go of this triple. She cashes that one in. And a much-needed three-pointer here for Davidson. 26-11 now, the Ball State advantage.
And I like that play. Point guard able to put the brakes on things, get the defender off her feet, kick it back out for a wide-open teammate. And a good look at the three at the top of the key.
Maddie Bischoff, as you mentioned, an excellent three-point shooter, as we see a three-pointer let go by Grace Kingery, and then a foul the other way. Good rebound in there by Sydney Bolden. Davidson will retake possession. A hustle play there, but picking up the foul is Sydney Bolden.
And Sydney Bolden right there, even though it was a foul, I like that. I like that aggressiveness, that assertiveness, where she was able to take the ball out of the offensive player's hand right there. That's what Ball State needs. They need that aggressiveness. They need a little bit more dog in them, you know?
They do. They need a little bit more of that energy. 26-11 now is the score. 6:40 remaining here in the second quarter. With the ball is Davidson. They work it down to the left block. Marie Kiefer getting in there once again. Possession will stay with Davidson, but man, the hustle from Marie Kiefer today. Listen to these kids. They're loving it.
They're loving every single bit of it, and I can't even blame them. I'm loving it too. You know, I know it's not going to show up on the stat sheet, but Marie Kiefer has been incredibly active with her hands and feet all night. All morning, I should say.
Energy is crazy. Donovan, no problem for her. She lets go of the triple even despite all that noise. It sounded like a zoo in here, but she still knocked down the three. 26-14 now as the Wildcats are able to close down the advantage just a little bit. 6:15 remaining here in the second quarter. 18 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Up top with it, Madeline Bischoff, 37% three-point shooter on the season. Now Kingery has it. She's being pressured. She goes to the left corner to Allie Becky. 5 seconds remaining now on the shot clock. Becky, cross court, Haley Smith. She pump fakes, drives it inside, makes a great pass over to Marie Kiefer. It looks like they're going to get Smith with the charge. So a great hustle play there by number 17 on the other side of things. Candace Lionefa with a great defensive play.
You know, if you're Smith, you got to take that shot. You got a great look with the pump fake, and you're able to dribble drive and penetrate the paint. You got to go up with that. You passed up a really good look.
Once again with the full court trap are the Cardinals. This time bringing the ball up the court for Davidson is Haynes. She's going to get this one over to Basel. Basel now has it on the left side. She's going to go up top to Lionefa. Lionefa drives this one on the left side of the block. They have no movement right now. Ball State is swarming off ball. Another pass that goes away. This one is almost over the timeline for an over and back, but not quite. Lionefa takes it inside, fakes with the left hand, puts it up with the right and one. What a play right there from number 7, actually, Katie Donovan. Lionefa finds her with the pass. Donovan with a great left-handed look.
Katie Donovan, that was beautiful right there. Little up and under with the step through finish with a lay. Now she's able to get herself in a position to cut that lead within single digits. Davidson is not shying away. They're finding themselves back in the ballgame.
No, Davidson's showing they're here to compete. Once again, despite the noise, Katie Donovan, ice cold, able to knock down the free throw. She cuts this Ball State lead to 9. 26-17 is the score. 5:20 remaining here in the second quarter.
Davidson showing a little bit of life here in the second quarter.
Michelle Austin now has it as she checks back into the ball game. Right wing Bischoff, up top Smith, back Bischoff, corner. Pump fake, drives to her left. She's going to run over Katie Donovan, and Katie Donovan is playing out of her mind right now. She has the last 6 points for Davidson, and she has 2 charges in a row.
That's just really Katie Donovan right there, taking onus of this game upon herself to really will her team back into this game. And as you can see, she's on a 6-0 run by herself, defensively very active. Now we're able to see the Wildcats back within 9.
Yeah, the sophomore guard from Queensland, Australia, averages about 9.8 points per ball game. She is putting in the work right now to will her team back into this one. 5 minutes now is the time remaining in the second. With the ball and traveling is number 13, Sienna Dower. So she'll turn the ball back over and Ball State will reclaim possession. We've seen too much of that today, Zander. Way too many turnovers for this Davidson squad.
Way too many turnovers. And the thing is, they're not good turnovers. And I know people are going to say, well, obviously there's no such thing as a good turnover. But certain turnovers you can live with. But that right there, especially at this level of play, you can't do that.
Yeah, Davidson 10 turnovers to the 4 of Ball State. Becky, corner. Over to Bischoff. Bischoff knocks that one in. Great pass from Allie Becky. Drives it into the lane. Finds Bischoff wide open in the corner. And a second triple of the afternoon for Maddie Bischoff. 29-17. Ball State takes a 12-point lead.
And that's not someone you want to leave open in the corner. I'm telling you right now. She will make you pay every time.
Great defensive intensity there from Haley Smith, who was able to get a hand on it and knock that one away from Sienna Dower. Dower will now check out of the game. Checking back in is Jasmine Timerson. Davidson will keep possession on the left side of things, but just barely as Ball State with active hands once again deflect that one out of bounds. This is a Ball State team that averages about 10 steals a game. The kids amp up once again. Timerson has it in the corner. 8 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Cross-court pass. Lioneffa buries the triple. And Candace Lioneffa gets that three-pointer to fall. 29-20 now. Davidson back within single digits.
Lioneffa with a beautiful response. Way to get herself to rise up over the defender using that length. As a freshman, she is continuing to impress.
MJ hooks it in.
And MJ Johnson, who just checked back in for Ball State, will get the right hook to fall. 31-20 now.
Beautiful hook by the Texas A&M transfer.
Katie Donovan over to Haynes. Haynes deep triple, gets that one to fall, and Davidson is right back in the ball game. Davidson
is extremely right back in the ball game, and after you do such a good hook, you got to get back on defense. You cannot have a late contest, especially when they're hot from 3.
31-23, Allie Becky, step back 3, goes right back at Mallory Haynes, and we got ourselves a game here, Zander. These two teams going back and forth from the three-point line.
Man, they are having themselves a three-point shootout. I don't know, it's almost like Steph Curry's back in the building of how good Davidson's shooting the ball.
34-23, the other way, Katie Donovan, she cannot knock down the three-pointer. Allie Becky collides on the play with Mallory Haynes. It looks like the foul is going to go against Mallory Haynes. Both of them a little shaken up, but able to stay on the court. 3:12 remaining here in this second quarter. Good hustle from both teams.
Great hustle, and you know, right there you see Becky get a little shaken up as she's getting subbed out. Hopefully it's not anything serious, that she might have just got the wind knocked out of her, maybe stepped on an ankle or so, but hopefully nothing too serious, because this Cardinal team will need her down the stretch, especially if they want to fend off a red-hot Wildcat team.
34-23, Lachelle Austin will check in to do the guard duties for Ball State as Becky will take a quick breather. 3 minutes remaining now in this second quarter. Madeline Bischoff on the right side of the arc. Gives it over to Lachelle Austin, and Austin gets ahead of herself and will travel. Lachelle Austin picks up another turnover. That's her second of the afternoon, and the ball possession will go back over to Davidson. It's now 10-5 as far as the turnovers go. 10 turnovers for Davidson, 5 for Ball State.
Yeah, right there. You just see Austin getting a little too footsie right there as she went on that double hesitation. Let that left foot drag a little bit. You're going to get a travel called every time.
Now we're going to see a travel on the other side of things. Yet another turnover. Charlize Dunn from Victoria, Australia will get moving a little too quickly there. Possession right back over to Ball State.
Man, it seems like they want to trade threes, trade turnovers. It's getting crazy. It's funny. Song walk it out plays. I guess both teams are having a walkout battle.
These two teams feel like siblings right now. They're just trying to say anything you can do, I can do it better. Lachelle Austin the other way to Haley Smith. 2:40 now remaining in the second. Smith will drive it to the left block, puts it up with the right hand. Another charge, though, and another great defensive play from this Davidson Wildcat team. Timerson is going to pick up that charge, or he's going to get the charge there, and the foul will go against Haley Smith. 2:39 remaining here in the second quarter. 34-23, Ball State leads. Their largest advantage of the day was 12 points. Up top with it is Katie Donovan. Charlize Dunn. Dunn is stripped by Haley Smith, who dives to the floor and immediately turns the ball back over to Dunn. Now numbers the other way for Davidson. She looks up, she finds Dunn. Dunn thought about unloading a triple, decides to hold on to it and throws it into the corner for Bruin Dunks. Bruin Dunks is going to drive it inside. She puts it up with the right hand. That one barely falls off of the rim. Now Donovan with the rebound. She puts it up. And once again, we've said her name so many times this afternoon, but Katie Donovan has been electric. She gets the second chance opportunity to go. 34-25 now. Davidson cuts it to single digits once again.
And that's just Katie Donovan saying, give me that. You know, I want this ball more than you, and I'm going to put it up in your face.
A foul the other way is going to be called off ball on Thomason Adenube is going to pick that one up. So Ball State will stay with possession. Allie Becky, as we mentioned, a little shaken up a couple of plays ago. She's going to check back in here with 1:53 remaining here in this first half.
Yeah, and I think right now it's the perfect time to get her back in the game just to try to quiet the storm a little bit that Davidson is putting on in their run.
Becky gets it into Bolden. Bolden back to Becky on the right side of the wing. Becky screened by Johnson. Drops into Johnson on the right block. Johnson being pressured heavily, throws it into the corner for Bolden. Bolden unloads the triple. Doesn't get any rim on that one. That was an air ball a little too long. The other way comes out of Nube. 1:34 now remaining in the half. Up top, it's Dunn. Dunn, pump fake, drives it into the lane, tries to kick it over to Donovan, and that's going to be an offensive foul. A great job there by Sydney Bolden to slide into the lane and pick up the charge.
Now that was a great play. And it was risky too. She left her man to go slide in for the offensive foul, but you know, it was very disciplined, no movement, stayed down on the court, and then just like that, you're going to get an offensive call every time. Ref's been blowing a lot of those offensive fouls, so they're not going to let anybody get away with getting too much of a head full of steam down there.
Yeah, I got to tell you, Zander, you can't tell me neither of these teams are trying. A lot of energy from both sides. 34-25 now the score. 1:14 remaining in the half. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Maddie Bischoff unloads the triple. Rebound Johnson, second chance effort. She's going to get fouled underneath by Adenube, and Johnson will head to the line for 2 shots. Once again, we're seeing the offensive rebounding for Ball State really pay dividends.
You know, we haven't really seen too much of Johnson this season, but I will say she is impressing me with her ability to really block out that defender, use that size and length to get offensive rebounds. And, you know, right now she's being rewarded for it. I like the effort, and I like what I'm seeing out of Johnson.
Johnson, the transfer from Texas A&M, shoots 60% from the free throw line so far this season. She misses the first free throw. Johnson averaging about 5 points per game. Second free throw is good, so Ball State will reclaim a 10-point advantage and back to a double-digit lead. 1:09 remaining here from the first half. Kids are heading to get a snack break and probably use the restroom now with 1 minute remaining here in the first. 22 seconds left on the shot clock. Davidson down low in an Adenube, and once again we see another bad pass from Davidson, and the Cardinals will retake possession.
Oh, come on, kids, you got to come back, man. It's not halftime yet. We still got a good ball game ahead of us for this first half.
You know, Zander, they're doing the classic NFL move. You head to the restroom and snack break about 2 minutes before halftime. You think you're beating the crowd, but everyone else is doing the same thing.
Yeah.
54 seconds remaining here in the first half. 35-25, Ball State leads by 10. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Becky with the ball on top of the three-point arc, unloads the three, and she gets it again. Allie Becky unconscious.
That step back, you know, a lot of times people want to just take a jab and a step back, but I like how she's able to sell the dribble penetration, and just like that, another turnover.
Yeah, Becky is money from the three-point line, and then her defensive pressure has been so strong all day. She's going to get a travel called on the opposing Mallory Haynes because of the pressure she was putting defensively. She's a fantastic man-to-man defender. She'll get that one once again. She has 21 steals now on the season, does Allie Becky.
Yeah, Allie Becky, and you look at her, you're like, oh, she's not the most athletic, but you know what? She knows exactly where she needs to be, and she knows the game of basketball so well, she's going to get to her right spots every time as she dribbles this out for the last shot.
Yeah, 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. 10 on the shot clock, 14 on the game clock. Just 2 seconds, though. 12 and 8 now. 6 seconds now on the shot clock. Becky cross court, Bischoff. Bischoff pump fake, has a little mid-range jumper. That one can't go. Rebound the other end, but we're going to see a foul called on Adenube, and that's a really bad foul against MJ Johnson, as that's going to send the Cardinals underneath the basket, I think, unless they're in the bonus. They might be in the 1-and-1. Looks like Ball State is in the 1-and-1, so that's going to send MJ Johnson to the free throw line with 3.7 seconds remaining here in this first half, and that's a careless foul.
Yeah, that really is just a careless foul. You're already down by 13 as it is. No reason to try to let them tack on more points to their total, especially going into halftime. You're only digging yourself even deeper of a hole.
Johnson on the first part of the bonus free throw gets it to fall. 39-25 now the score. Ball State stretching their legs here in the second quarter. Johnson 2 for 3 from the free throw line this afternoon. Gets the second one to fall, so careless mistake there from Davidson as they're going to cause themselves to probably go into halftime at a 15-point disadvantage, 40-25 the score.
Yeah, what a just a poor execution on Davidson defensively right there.
2 seconds now remaining. In their own backcourt is Davidson. They almost turned it over again right before the end of the half. But Ball State's going to be going in with all the energy. They played with a lot of hustle and intensity, and Zander, it shows on the scoreboard, 40-25 is the lead.
Oh, yeah, it certainly does. And that possession right there for Davidson, honestly, that was just their first half in a nutshell. And I don't mean to be harsh, but, you know, you got to be a little bit more intentional with your decision-making right there, especially from the guard spot at Davidson. As far as the wings are playing, they're playing really well. The forwards are able to actually get some dribble penetration, been able to make some shots. And, you know, you had a really good surge of offense, almost even putting the Cardinals in a little bit of a pressure situation where it's like, oh, they might be coming back. They're putting on a good run. But, you know, the guard play has to be better, especially if you want to come out in the second half and you want to try to put a little bit of a dent in this lead. You got to be able to protect the basketball, and you can't be so sloppy and careless.
Don't go anywhere. We're going to have the Ball State women's basketball halftime show hosted by our friend Daniel Sullivan, once again with Zander Woods. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be an exciting second half. We'll see if Davidson can come back. 40-25, the Ball State Cardinals lead. You're listening to SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
For the best stories, access, and coverage of Ball State sports, follow SportsLink on social media platforms Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. Search @BSU SportsLink.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Your home for live Ball State sports, streaming right in your timeline.
This is SportsLink Digital.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, Papergo toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
SportsLink is the official production partner of Ball State Athletics.
All the chirp you can handle.
Whether you're getting ready for the big game or getting ready for the workday, you always want to start with confidence. Cintas has the essential products and services to help businesses provide a clean, safe environment for their employees and customers. With routine restocking of essential cleaning, hygiene, and safety supplies, on-site cleaning, professional uniform laundering, and testing and inspection of fire equipment and systems. Give everyone the confidence they need to start their day. Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, Papergo toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
From the bell tower to your smartphone, anywhere in the world,
Never miss Ball State Sports with SportsLink Digital.
Welcome back to Worthen Arena. I'm Daniel Sullivan, your host for today, joined by my colors, Zander Woods. It's been a fun first half here at Worthen Arena. I don't want to be repetitive, but this crowd has been fantastic.
Oh, Daniel, nah. This crowd is everything you could have expected and more. They are up on their feet. It is mayhem in here, honestly. You would think it's a Kids Bop concert of how loud they're getting.
Allie Becky giving these kids and these fans something to cheer about. 15 points, a couple of three-pointers, including one before the horn at the end of the first quarter. She's been everything we talked about in the pregame show.
Oh, no. Allie Becky, just a phenomenal player, and especially not just on the stat sheet, but what she's bringing from a leadership standpoint and how calm and cool, collected she is. She doesn't let anything rattle her. Even when Davidson put on that, surge of offensive scoring where you saw Katie Donovan and Mallory Hines, when they put a little bit of pressure on the Ball State offense and she got subbed out, got roughed up a little bit, she came back in the game as cool as ever and just casually just knocks down another three, finds her teammates open in the corner. So she just does everything for this team. And just how impactful she is on the game, that impact cannot be stated enough.
You mentioned Katie Donovan. She's the lead scorer for the Wildcats so far today. She has 8 points, all of them coming in the second quarter, and a big three-pointer to stop the Ball State run. The worst deficit that the Wildcats faced was 26-8, but after the three-pointer by Donovan, they've kept it within 15 points. What does Donovan and the Wildcats need to do to cut away more at this deficit as the second half opens back up?
When Davidson actually went on that run and they were able to cut the lead to 9 points, you're able to see a lot more type of offensive continuity, and they were able to get into their sets. Now how do you do that? Well, that first starts off with breaking the press and breaking that trap that Ball State has. And it's been incredibly effective, already causing 10 turnovers, and it's just keeping them out of their flow and keeping them out of rhythm. So if I'm the Wildcats, when I'm going into halftime, my point of emphasis is making sure that we can actually try to get into our offensive sets and how we can actually move the ball around so we can let our wings go to work. Because clearly, as you can see, when they want to get into the paint, they really don't seem to have any types of issue driving on these smaller Ball State guards and able to create mismatches for themselves downhill, attacking the glass. And I think that's something that the Wildcats will have to do. And I also think if they're able to do that, it's going to cause a lot more three-point shooting opportunities for your guards.
You mentioned breaking the press. So far, Ball State has put on a clinic on how to play full-court trapping defense. 13 turnovers for Davidson, which is way higher than they would have ever expected. What's the halftime message to the Wildcats about their turnovers and how to clean those up?
Yeah, again, turnovers. And if I'm Coach Gail Fulks, I'm coming into this locker room with my head on fire because I cannot hammer enough how important possessions are. And if we're just even looking at the stats right here, it's not like Ball State is shooting the ball really good. And obviously, they shot the ball really well towards the end of the quarter. But for the most part, they're under 40% from the field. They're only shooting around 30. They were, at least before that last three, they were only shooting around 33% from three. So it wasn't like they were doing anything spectacular. But you know what the difference was? The difference was that you were able to give them so much more opportunities to score and so many more opportunities with the ball in their hands because of turnovers. And not just any types of turnovers that you can live with, where, maybe it was a good idea, but just the execution wasn't there. No, you're traveling, you're giving them the ball, and you haven't even crossed half court. That can't happen, especially when you're a team on the road. You got to be able to clean that up. You got to be able to, like I said, get into those sets, be able to attack them where Ball State is weak, which is their size. Get into their chest, make them foul you, make the refs also be a factor in this game alone. And then you're going to see yourself cut into this lead. You're not going to be able to cut into the lead off of one possession. But slowly but surely, if you're able to do that and cut those turnovers, and you're actually able to let the ball and let the game be dictated by the skill of your wings, that's how you're able to cut into this lead and potentially get a win, even down 15 and a half. Because we saw it before. They're able to cut into this lead and go on a really good run and actually put a little bit of pressure on the Cardinal offense.
Yeah, Davidson not going away anytime soon, sitting at 55% from behind the arc. So a fantastic team in the half-court set. For Ball State, they put up 40 points in the half. They've built a 15-point advantage. What do they need to do to maintain their lead?
Well, if I'm Ball State, it's really not too much I need to do just to keep it. I say you just have to make sure that I'm keeping up that same level of attention, right? You're up 15. Don't go into halftime thinking, we got this. You can't rest on your laurels here. This is if you're a team, especially a team that's coming off of 2 losses, and how poor you've been playing in the third quarter of those last games. This is right now, you got to put a stamp on this game. And how you do that, you got to step on their necks. You can't let up. You got to make sure that that defensive intensity is only heightened as the game comes to a close in the final 2 quarters. And not to mention, we got to be able to be a little bit more efficient when we're going inside the lane. We got to be able to make sure we're taking the best shots, not as many difficult shots as we took in the first half, and we're able to actually attack the basket with a little bit more veracity, a little bit more aggression, and so we can find ourselves to get easy opportunities for our team, especially as we saw towards the end of the first half, when they're able to actually get a lot of those dribble penetrations and kick to the corner and get a little bit more open shots on the wings and at the top of the key.
Zander, couldn't agree more. That'll do it for our halftime show. It's been wonderful to sit alongside you today. When we come back from break, Evan Stowell comes back on play-by-play as, like we mentioned, the Cardinals up by 15. The halftime score here, 40-25, and the kids are rocking. It's a fun one in Worthen Arena today. As we go to break, you are listening to the SL Digital Radio presentation of Ball State women's basketball, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
Ranked number 2 in the nation for sports media by the Broadcast Education Association.
This is Ball State Sports Link.
Victory Honda of Muncie. We're not just another car dealership, and here's why. We stand behind every car we sell and are dedicated to helping our customers save time and money. All our pre-owned cars undergo a rigorous 182-point inspection and come with a 90-day warranty to ensure that you're getting a Victory quality vehicle. Plus, you'll get 2 years of complimentary oil changes and tire rotations. We're part of a top 15 dealership group and have an enormous selection of vehicles with access to inventory at over 45 locations. You always get more for your trade and the best possible rates with us. We have an excellent relationship with hundreds of lenders. Our exclusive Car Doc maintenance and membership program will help you save hundreds of dollars in the process of maintaining your vehicle. Lastly, our state-of-the-art body shop and certified technicians perform high-quality repairs and paint work on most vehicle makes and models. Victory Honda of Muncie. We're not just another car dealership.
The best stories in Ball State sports, plus live broadcasts, right in your timeline.
Follow us at BSU SportsLink.
The Hampton Inn of Muncie is the official partner of Ball State Athletics. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. The Hampton Inn is one of Muncie's finest hotels. Come enjoy our free breakfast, free Wi-Fi, and fresh Hampton beds waiting for you. Less than a mile away from Ball State campus. Don't forget to ask about our Ball State special. Search Hampton Inn of Muncie online at munciesweets.hamptoninn.com. At munciesweets.hamptoninn.com.
From the bell tower to your smartphone, anywhere in the world.
Never miss Ball State sports with SportsLink Digital.
So just how big is the Mammoth Pizza at Mancino's? How about a big 24-inch round pizza loaded with all of your favorite toppings? Made to order just for you when you call 287-1300. The perfect size for the big game, the next game, or any event that demands not only the best, but the biggest pizza you can order. And Mancino's is ready anytime. Call, wait 10 to 15 minutes, then head to Mancino's for pickup. Man, is it good. When a large pizza isn't enough, you need at least one Mammoth from Mancino's.
For the best stories, access, and coverage of Ball State sports, follow SportsLink on social media platforms Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. Search at BSU SportsLink.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Your home for live Ball State sports, streaming right in your timeline.
This is Sports Link Digital.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, Pay-Per-Go toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
SportsLink is the official production partner of Ball State Athletics.
All the chirp you can handle.
Whether you're getting ready for the big game or getting ready for the workday, you always want to start with confidence. Cintas has the essential products and services to help businesses provide a clean, safe environment for their employees and customers. With routine restocking of essential cleaning, hygiene, and safety supplies, on-site cleaning, professional uniform laundering, and testing and inspection of fire equipment and systems. Give everyone the confidence they need to start their day. Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
The best stories in Ball State sports, plus live broadcasts, right in your timeline.
Follow us at BSU SportsLink.
And welcome back here to Worthen Arena. Evan Stowell alongside me, Zander Woods. It's been an electric atmosphere for this entire ball game. It's field trip day, and the Ball State Cardinals played with an electric and frenetic energy there in that first half, Zander. That's the reason that this women's basketball team is out to the 40-25 lead.
Oh, yeah, and this scoreboard literally reflects how much effort and how much attention to detail, as well as a defensive tenacity that Ball State has really played with here. And granted, it hasn't been the season, at least for the last two games, that you would expect. But if you really want to turn your season around, these are the games that really matter, that where you're able to get back on track, you're able to find your rhythm, and then it's only going to propel you into the more conference games and higher-ranked opponents in the future.
Yeah, and as you can hear, Old Town Road going on behind us here, Zander. The Cardinals will start with possession in the second half as the third quarter is about to get underway. The Cardinals in their all-white jerseys work from right to left this half. Davidson in their all-red uniforms work from left to right. On top of that arc right now is Sydney Bolden. She kicks it over to Lachelle Austin. Up top with it is Allie Becky. The Cardinals have 16 seconds remaining on the shot clock to work. On the free throw line, dump down on the block to Kiefer, and then a great defensive effort there by Donovan once again to get back to the play. That one will go off of Donovan, out of bounds, off the Wildcats. Or it's going to go off of Kiefer, actually. They're going to give the Wildcats possession, but a great second effort there as Marie Kiefer's a little shaken up after the play.
Yeah, Marie Kiefer, that is not someone you want to lose.
Yeah, and they're going to correct it, so they are going to give possession to the Cardinals. Becky will have the ball underneath Ball State's basket. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Becky in the corner. Let's go of a triple. That one too long. Rebound to Donovan.
Yeah, a little too strong by Becky right there. But, she's going to get back in the rhythm soon. She's a shooter. She's not going to let that phase her.
Katie Donovan now has to go to Issy Morgan. They're on top of the left side of the three-point arc. Now in the corner, they're going to go to Charlize Dunn. Back up to Izzy Morgan. Now they're going to work it around the arc here, and they're going to get it to number 17, Candace Leoneffa. Back to Leoneffa. She has 5 seconds remaining on the shot clock. She drives inside, puts it up with the left hand, and gets a tough layup to go. Good play by Leoneffa, and she gives the Wildcats their first points of this second half.
And that's what Davidson's going to have to do if they want to get back in this game. Those dribble penetrations, again, as stated before, that is Ball State's weakness.
The other way with it is Sydney Bolden. She drives it inside, looks to Kiefer. Kiefer with a bunch of people around her is going to get fouled, so she'll head to the free throw line. 40-27, but a good inside pass there from Sydney Bolden is going to set up Marie Kiefer as she heads to the line.
And that's what I like to see right there. Understandable that Ball State has a lot of great perimeter options with Austin and Becky. that can really stretch the floor. But you got to remember that they have some valuable pieces down inside and that can really hurt another opposing team if you're too focused on the perimeter game.
Kiefer shooting 65% from the free throw line, knocks down the first one. On the day right now, the Ball State Cardinals have been pretty fantastic from the free throw line. They shoot 11 for 14.
And that was the area of concern these last two games, shooting on the northward of the 60s in the free throw percentages. But today, a great day for the Cardinals on the charity stripe.
Yeah, head coach Brady Sallee going to be happy to see that they've improved as Kiefer also knocks down the second one. Issy Morgan is going to break the trap. She's going to go down the other way to Haynes. Haynes is going to go back up top to Dunn, and they're going to work it around to Donovan. On the right side of the arc now with 18 to work on the shot clock. Dumping it down low to Donovan. She goes right block. Great move and gets that one to spin in off the backboard. Katie Donovan doing it herself.
Yeah, Katie Donovan tacking on to her total on the day. She's been playing outstanding basketball.
Donovan now has 10 points in the ball game. 42-29 is the score. 8:18 here in the third quarter. Becky is going to let that one dribble off of her kneecap and go out of bounds. So the Cardinals with the turnover. Possession goes back to the Wildcats.
A rare turnover here by Becky. Just lost her handle on the basketball. Not something you really see from her often.
The point guard, Issy Morgan, with the ball now. Is going to get it across the time zone as Allie Becky. Timeline as Allie Becky didn't apply much pressure on this occasion. Now Katie Donovan is going to do the exact same thing that Allie Becky just did and dribble it right off of her foot out of bounds.
Yeah, and crazy to think with a lack of pressure. As a matter of fact, Ball State has kind of eased up on that half-court trap, and they still turn the ball over. That can't happen, especially when you're down by 13 points. If you want to come to this lead, you got to play turnover and careless free basketball.
Now we see Becky the other way. Quick triple after the screen by Kiefer. That one off the back iron there. And no good, so the rebound will go to the Wildcats. Issy Morgan pushes it quickly the other direction. She drives inside, puts it up with a scooped right hand. Can't get that to fall. Rebound goes to Marie Kiefer. Becky quickly travels it the other way in transition. Behind the back pass, Sydney Bolden for three. Nothing but net. Ball State is on fire from the three-point line. Sydney Bolden cans the triple. Great assist from Allie Becky.
Eyes in the back of her head. She knew what she was doing when she did that as she waved that triple sign to her bench, man. She knows when she wants to hit her teammate.
You talked about that dog energy in the first half. Allie Becky certainly plays with it. 45-29 now. The Cardinals lead. 7:15 in the third quarter remaining. Becky now the other way will get the rebound.
Yeah, that'll be a play that's going to for sure ignite some offense.
Now with the ball on the left side of the three-point arc, it's Lachelle Austin. Back over to Bolden. They work it around to Becky. Now Maddie Bischoff comes and gets it on top of the arc once again. She kicks it to the left. It's Austin. 17 seconds remaining on the play clock. Kiefer dumps it down low to Bolden. Bolden left hand rejected by Charlize Dunn. And quickly Donovan gets it back to Dunn. They're going to go in transition the other way. It's Mallory Haynes. Haynes, let's go with a three. That one no good. It's short. Fighting for the rebound down there is Marie Kiefer. It'll go off the hands of number 17, Candace Leonefa. And so Ball State will reclaim possession.
That block had some funk on it, man. She even stared her down when she got that ball, but you got to be able to capitalize. You got to be able to capitalize.
And Zander, that's their problem all day. They've had good defensive moments, and then careless turnovers and the inability to capitalize the other way has tended to be their problem.
That's just how it's been on both ends of the ball. They have good moments, but just not able to keep any type of consistency in play on either side or either end of the basketball. Excuse me.
We see an off-ball foul here from Davidson, so Ball State will have the ball next to their own bench. 45-29 is the score here in the third quarter. Ball State with a big lead. Their three-point percentage today has been fantastic. They're shooting 50% from the three-point line. Ball State's been electric back there.
Yeah, especially with that 1-for-8 start. Yeah, I was a little concerned. I was thinking it might have been one of those games again, but they really picked it up, especially with the looks that they're getting. They're not getting so many three-point shooting opportunities with shots towards the end of the shot clock, so that's good to see.
Ball State actually 36% from the three-point line. 50% is Davidson, but Ball State's taken 19. They've taken a lot more threes.
Yeah, but still a good improvement from 1-for-8 for sure.
Absolutely, Zander. They've improved massively. We see Haynes dumps it down low to Donovan, a little give and go. Donovan inside gets that layup to fall. She's been fantastic down low all day. She gets point number 12 of the ball game. 45-31 now, Ball State's advantage. Katie Donovan, one of the sole bright spots on the offensive side for the Wildcats.
Absolutely, and she is single-handedly keeping this Davidson Wildcat team within play and in the basketball game.
The Cardinals looking to work all of that shot clock, but now Maddie Bischoff lets go of a deep three. That one off the back iron and rebound by Mallory Haynes.
I want to say the Ball State is 0 for their last three three-point attempts. Might want to try to move the ball around a little more.
Leonefa the other way capitalizes on an open look, and she knocks down the triple. An 11-point advantage now for the Cardinals as they're starting to tick closer are the Davidson Wildcats. The third quarter was the struggle area for Ball State in their last game against South Dakota State. So we'll see if they can fix that and kind of right that wrong from the last time out.
Yeah, and it looks like they've kind of put their foot off the brakes.
Becky now drives inside and gets the and one once again, drives it to her left, puts it up with her right, and she's fouled on the way down. So Allie Becky has an opportunity for her second three-point play of the ball game.
You know, one player that is not taking her foot off the gas is Allie Becky. She is able to dribble penetrate, and the thing is, you have to be so concerned with her three-point shooting. Yeah, she might have missed her last two, but don't you leave her open. She will make you pay, and just like that, she's able to find herself at the charity strike with an opportunity for a three-point Ball State play.
Becky 6 for 8 from the field with 18 points after that last free throw. She extends the Ball State lead once again back to 14. She almost gets a steal here as she runs into a couple of fans courtside. Great intensity and defensive effort there from your senior leader. 48-34 is the score now here in the third quarter.
And plays like that, that sums up her play style in general. And as your senior leader, you have to do things like that. You gotta show the grit that you're willing to do the things that everybody else isn't willing to do, even if you are the best player, whether it's getting down and dirty or attacking plays.
Kyra Bruin-Dunks will be fouled the other way by Lachelle Austin, who got a little too handsy on that occasion. The foul will go against Ball State. That's Lachelle Austin's second of the afternoon. Possession will stay here with Davidson. 23 seconds will be remaining on the shot clock for the Wildcats. Bruin-Dunks will get this one in. It goes to Timerson. Timerson takes it to the left side. She has it on the left side of the three-point arc. Now she gets to Mallory Haynes. Haynes will work this one around for Bruin-Dunks. Bruin-Dunks drives inside, puts it up with the right hand, and gets it to fall. Good tough layup there by the sophomore. She gets her first points of the game. 48-36 now the score.
Bruin-Dunks, a beautiful ball fake to get Lachelle Austin to slide her feet over to the left, and she's able to dribble penetrate.
Now we see Lachelle Austin quickly the other way. Can't capitalize on an open look as that one will go out of bounds. Bruin-Dunks actually a freshman, as she made a fantastic play on the last occasion. A freshman from Mol, Belgium, but we'll see a timeout now by Ball State. So 48-36 is the score. Don't go anywhere. We'll have the remainder of the third quarter. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left here in this third quarter. Ball State women's basketball leads by 12. You are listening to SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
So just how big is the Mammoth Pizza at Mancino's? How about a big 24-inch round pizza loaded with all of your favorite toppings? Made to order just for you when you call 287-1300. The perfect size for the big game, the next game, or any event that demands not only the best, but the biggest pizza you can order. And Mancino's is ready anytime. Call, wait 10 to 15 minutes, then head to Mancino's for pickup. Man, is it good. When a large pizza isn't enough, you need at least one Mammoth from Mancino's.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has a new, better flavor. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test. Starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Standards. High standards. That's what sets teams apart. It's also what sets us apart at Pridemark Construction. We're not alone in holding our standards high. Ball State University is among those who do. That's why we're proud to sponsor the Ball State Athlete of the Week. High standards in everyday performance is everything in sport, as well as business. Join us in our pursuit of excellence. Join Pridemark Construction for your next building project and in our support of Ball State University's Athlete of the Week.
Whether you're getting ready for the big game or getting ready for the workday, you always want to start with confidence. Cintas has the essential products and services to help businesses provide a clean, safe environment for their employees and customers. With routine restocking of essential cleaning, hygiene, and safety supplies, on-site cleaning, professional uniform laundering, and testing and inspection of fire equipment and systems. Give everyone the confidence they need to start their day. Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
The Hampton Inn of Muncie is the official partner of Ball State Athletics. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. The Hampton Inn is one of Muncie's finest hotels. Come enjoy our free breakfast, free Wi-Fi, and fresh Hampton beds waiting for you. Less than a mile away from Ball State campus. Don't forget to ask about our Ball State special. Search Hampton Inn of Muncie online at munciesuites.hamptoninn.com. At munciesuites.hamptoninn.com.
From the bell tower to your smartphone, anywhere in the world.
Never miss Ball State Sports with SportsLink Digital.
Welcome back into Worthen Arena. Evan Stowell alongside me, Zander Woods. The Ball State women's basketball team taking on the Davidson Wildcats, 48-36 through about 2.5 quarters so far. 4:43 remaining in this third quarter. And Zander, it's been a real different story as far as the third quarter goes for Ball State compared to what they did on Sunday when they played South Dakota State. That was really the quarter where Ball State lost it. A 16-3 run for South Dakota State in that third quarter. Right now, Ball State has 10 points in the quarter, 10 points the other, 8 points in the quarter. 10 points is what Davidson has, so still a bit of a difference there, but the Cardinals have looked much improved.
Yeah, a little bit of a deficit, but, you know, Ball State seems to look like they're in control, but it seems like those third quarter quos have not seemed to affect them that much, especially after last Sunday's performance where they're outscored 25-14.
And we're back to action here. 4:36 now remaining, 20 seconds on the shot clock for Davidson. With the ball is Katie Donovan. She takes it onto the right part of the wing. She gives it to Timerson. Timerson now puts it back up top and gives it to her teammate. Now we see Haynes. Haynes lets go of a deep triple. That one off the back iron and rebounded by the Cardinals.
Yeah, Davidson, you got to give that ball back to Donovan. Try to get a little bit of a two-man game going right there.
Now we see Becky takes it the other way. She goes onto the block. She tries to make a backdoor pass. It's Haley Smith. Smith almost gets the and one, but that layup just barely rolls off the rim. But a great look there from Allie Becky. That's something she's really improved a lot from last year, Zander. She's a great passer.
Right, yeah. And the one thing that shows the mark of a great passer, passing with anticipation. And right there, she throws off the handle. She's able to get into the 5 foot of the basket, and then she's able to quickly drop it off to Smith. For now, she's at the free throw line.
Yeah, we see Haley Smith at the free throw line. She knocks down the first free throw. That pushes the advantage 49-36 now as the Ball State lead grows. The leading scorers for both teams, Allie Becky with 18 points. On the other side of things, it's Katie Donovan with 12 for Davidson. Ball State dropped in the mid-major poll after their loss to South Dakota State. They're now ranked 12th in the mid-major poll as South Dakota State moved up. And Columbia also moved up in that poll. So Ball State falling back a little bit. The at-large bid they might have been hoping for in case they lost in the MAC tournament is no longer probably an option. So Ball State really wants to make sure they're ready for MAC play. 15 seconds on the shot clock here for Davidson. We see an errant pass to Timerson. Timerson down low to Adenupe. Adenupe's double team. Marie Kiefer is going to get the jump ball. Possession arrow stays with Davidson. It's loud, Zander.
Oh, no, it's getting real loud. It's turned into some bedlam here. These kids are loving every second. And you know what's crazy? They're not getting up for the threes. They like seeing the dirty work. They like seeing players go down and fighting for that ball. I love to see it as they have a good appreciation for some good basketball.
8 seconds remaining here on the shot clock for Davidson. We see a foul up top by Marie Kiefer as Bruin Dunks was trying to dribble that one to the left side of the arc. Head coach Brady Sallee does not agree with it as he's arguing with the officials, but they're going to call it nonetheless. So Marie Kiefer will pick up her second personal. MJ Johnson will now check into the game for the senior.
Yeah, Bruin Dunks, and I can understand the frustration where Sally's coming from. Bruin Dunks might have just lost her footing a little bit, able to sell that foul, but foul nonetheless. And you don't get that call if you don't have your hands all on her and into the area where the ref can see that it looks like there's a little bit of a grab or reach in.
50-36, a 14-point advantage for the Cardinals here with 3:38 remaining in the third quarter. Possession is with Davidson. On the left side, they now move it up to the top. Now they're going to work it around the wing here. Down low, it's dropped to number 13 for a great sliding play there. That's Dower. Dower's able to get that one to go. That's her first bucket of the game. Sienna Dower with the layup cuts the advantage now to just 12 for Ball State.
And I love that. Just how, like I said, Davidson, you want to be able to work the ball around the perimeter, then hit your bigs down low, able to cut into the weakness of Ball State's defense.
Bischoff will slash inside and picks up a foul, is fouled on the play as Bruin Dunks will pick up her second personal. A great little dribble drive there from Maddie Bischoff. She has that ability to shoot the three, Zander, that really causes teams to collapse on her. It opens up those driving lanes.
Yeah, she has deceptive quickness when it comes down to it. You think of her as like a three-point specialist or someone who's really going to roam around the perimeter. Don't get fooled, because if she does hit you with a pump fake, I guarantee you, you're going to be up in the air and she's going to be going in for two.
Yeah, and Maddie Bischoff is one of those players. She's a senior. She's one of that core group that Coach Brady Sallee has had for 4 years now, and she's really learned a lot in her time here. That's something she maybe wasn't doing her freshman, sophomore year, but she's picked up on as she's continued to play collegiate basketball. She knocks down the first free throw, 51-38 now the score.
And you know, it's just the mark of a senior. The game eventually starts to slow down for you, especially at this stage of her career. And she's so good at her role, and she knows what she means to this team and how she plans on executing.
52-38 now the score as Bischoff knocked down both free throws. 3 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. With the ball on the right side is Dower. Dower up top to Adenube. Adenube drives in with the left. It looks like she's going to get caught moving a little early there. And she's going to get called for the travel, so Ball State will retake possession. Another turnover there from Davidson. That's really been a struggle for them so far in this ball game. That's turnover number 17 on the afternoon.
And that's 7 turnovers in this quarter alone. Whatever the message was at halftime, it definitely wasn't really received. I'll say that.
Allie Becky now with the ball on the left wing. 2:30 remaining in the quarter. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Cross-court pass, Maddie Bischoff. Bucket. Cans her third triple of the afternoon and gives Ball State a 55-38 advantage. That's tied for their biggest lead of the game, 18 points.
And that's what I say, pass with anticipation. Becky knew from the moment she decided to dribble on the wing who was getting that ball and where she wanted to throw it. And that's another cross-court pass for her.
Bruin dunks the other way, hits nothing but net, and knocks down the triple right back towards Maddie Bischoff. 55-41. Both of them sharpshooters.
Bruin Dunk's been playing well this quarter. I like to see the energy from the young freshman.
2 minutes now remaining in this quarter. Sydney Bolden with it, or Lachelle Austin with it. She's going to cross court to Haley Smith. Smith back over to Bischoff. Bischoff now looks on the left side of the three-point arc for Becky. Becky with a good pump fake, drives it inside with the right hand. Allie Becky with a fantastic slashing move, and Allie Becky is just able to be so crafty with whatever she wants to do offensively.
Yeah, and Becky, what's crazy is she knew she wasn't going to shoot that three. She just saw the defender running at her. She says, man, I'm about to make you look silly.
The other way, Charlize Dunn unloads a triple. She can't knock that one down. MJ Johnson fights for the rebound, and an off-ball foul is going to be called on Sienna Dower. Ball State will head the other way. They are now in the bonus, so shooting free throws will be the grad transfer from Texas A&M, Malaya Johnson.
Malaya Johnson, she's even though it might not show up in the stat sheet as much, she's been one of those players for Ball State today who's had so much activity down low, especially when you're thin, losing one of the core 4 pieces, of course. But she's really stepped up, and you know, Ball State hasn't really seemed to miss a beat.
Yeah, as you mentioned, with Alex Richard out a couple of games, MJ Johnson been asked to step up and kind of increase her role just a little bit, which is why they brought her in here. She's averaging 15.8 minutes per game right now as she knocks down the first free throw. 58-41 is now the score. 1:30 remains here in the third quarter. Johnson cashes in on both of those free throws. 59-41 now the score. As checking back in for Davidson is their best player so far on the afternoon, the sophomore guard, Katie Donovan from Queensland, Australia.
Right, and I think they were trying to get her in a little bit earlier in the quarter. And unfortunately, that foul, you don't like to see it, but that was probably the best way to get her inside the game.
The full court press working to effect there as Ball State almost got another turnover before it got to Bruin Dunks, and she's able to get it across the timeline. 20 seconds remains on the shot clock. They drop it down low into Candace Leonefa. Leonefa back up top to Donovan. They're going to swing it around the arc now to get over to Dunn. Now it's back to Timerson. Timerson drives it in the lane, puts it up with the left hand, can't get it to go. Good defense from Johnson as she slid over from underneath the basket to create a play there. And now Ball State will take it the other way in transition. The shot clock is at 25 seconds, the game clock at 20. Lachelle Austin will slash into the lane and get the left-hand layup to fall. 61-41, Ball State's biggest lead of the ball game. It's a 20-point lead.
Austin with the quick in and out and behind the back. That was nice. That move had a little bit of sauce on it, man. And move was definitely a little seasoned, I'll say that.
Bruin dunks the other way, gets the floater to fall in the lane. cuts it back to an 18-point lead with 36 seconds remaining in the third. Now a full court trap. We'll see the ball goes out towards the cheerleaders there on the far side of the court, right in front of the band. But the Cardinals will retain possession as Johnson will have it underneath the right side. She's going to toss this one in for looking for Zuri Ransom. She has to just cross-court it to Lachelle Austin. Austin gets it and gets it across the timeline. 5-second difference between the shot and game clock here to end the quarter. 30 seconds on the game clock, 25 on the shot clock. Coach Brady Sallee telling his team to just kind of dribble it out here and try to take a shot late in the shot clock. Austin with it on the floor with Haley Smith, Zuri Ransom, MJ Johnson, and Grace Kingery. The screen will come from Kingery. Austin will take it to her right behind the back. Tough move, can't get the scoop layup to go. It'll go out of bounds off of Davidson, so Ball State will have another opportunity to take the final shot as the Cardinals will have it underneath the basket.
Yeah, a little bit of contact right there as Lachelle Austin tried to get inside the paint. I was about to say, that could have been a really good 2-for-1 opportunity for the
Zuri
Cardinals.
Ransom to Austin. Austin quick pump fake, gets it back in the three-point arc, can't make it. Smith with the rebound, 2 seconds remaining. Out to Kingery. Kingery at the buzzer. Grace Kingery gets it to fall, and the Ball State Cardinals are going to continue the momentum. A 21-point lead heading into the fourth quarter.
Man, and you really could not have had a better third quarter performance out of the Cardinals. You know, for a team that when their weak spot or their Achilles heel is the third quarter, they shut that down today. And they were locked in and they were firing from all cylinders, as you see that we're able to get our second buzzer beater, our second Cardinal buzzer beater for that matter, out of the third quarter.
And we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the fourth quarter. The Ball State women's basketball team leads by 21, 64-43. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
So just how big is the Mammoth Pizza at Mancino's? How about a big 24-inch round pizza loaded with all of your favorite toppings? Made to order just for you when you call 287-1300. The perfect size for the big game, the next game, or any event that demands not only the best, but the biggest pizza you can order. And Mancino's is ready anytime. Call, wait 10 to 15 minutes, then head to Mancino's for pickup. Man, is it good. When a large pizza isn't enough, you need at least one Mammoth from Mancino's.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has a new, better flavor. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test. Starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Standards. High standards. That's what sets teams apart. It's also what sets us apart at Pridemark Construction. We're not alone in holding our standards high. Ball State University is among those who do. That's why we're proud to sponsor the Ball State Athlete of the Week. High standards in everyday performance is everything in sport, as well as business. Join us in our pursuit of excellence. Join Pridemark Construction for your next building project and in our support of Ball State University's Athlete of the Week.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, Papergo toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
SportsLink is the official production partner of Ball State Athletics.
All the chirp you can handle.
And welcome back in here to Worthen Arena. The fourth quarter coming up as the Ball State Cardinals take on the Davidson Wildcats here on Women's Basketball Field Trip Day. The energy's been electric, and the fourth quarter is underway. Zuri Ransom has possession for the Cards as they work right to left in their all-white uniforms. Allie Becky with the ball on the left side of the three-point arc. Gets it to Ransom up top. Zuri Ransom looks back to the left side for Haley Smith. Smith finds Becky on the free throw line. She's on the left elbow. 10 seconds remaining on the clock. They're looking down low for Tessa Towers, the Wisconsin transfer. Towers going to swing to her left, misses the hook shot. Rebound will go to Charlize Dunn.
Tessa Towers, she is a force, man. You are not going to move her, but I'd like to see her get a little bit deeper in the paint. A good idea with a hook shot, but, use your size. Wall off that defender and get a little bit closer inside.
The other way, we're going to see a foul on Allie Becky as she tried to intercept the passing lanes as a pass was headed towards Katie Donovan. She's going to get called for the personal. Becky so far today, 7 for 9 from the field, 77% from the field. 20 points in this ball game and 5 assists. Now driving down low, it's Donovan. Donovan with a great post move. I got to tell you, Zander, Katie Donovan is only 5'10", but she's playing like a big man.
Now, Katie Donovan, one thing about her footwork is really impressing me. She's able to she's able to use such an array of post moves to get up and under defenders and finish below the rim and finish with a high efficiency at that.
A turnover the other way from Haley Smith as quickly the Wildcats are in transition. Now we're going to see Candace Leonefa let go of a triple. Donovan gets another rebound. She goes back to Charlize Dunn as they're going to rework it around the three-point arc.
If I'm Davidson, I'm trying to find Donovan again.
Up top with it is a three from Issy Morgan. She can't get that to fall. Rebound goes to the freshman Zuri Ransom, who will take this one across the timeline. Ransom clears half court, gets it to the left towards Becky. Becky's going to go one-on-one, take it inside, puts up a right-handed layup. Can't get that one to fall. 8:28 now in the fourth quarter as it's a quick quarter. The other way goes Dunnerbach back. The other way is Zuri Ransom, who makes a great defensive effort against Bruin Dunks. Keeps it from being an easy layup. And back in now is Lachelle Austin as Zuri Ransom, or actually Haley Smith will check out.
Good defensive effort by Zuri Ransom. And though we haven't seen a lot from her today, don't let that fool you. She has had one heck of a season, especially as a freshman on such a top-heavy, senior-loaded class for Ball State.
Down the other way, it's Donovan versus Becky. Donovan goes to the left, blocked by Becky, but they're going to get her on a foul. It looks like it'll be a foul to the body, so that'll be 2 free throws headed to the way of Katie Donovan. She's a 66% free throw shooter on the year.
Hey, Becky might not be the biggest, but don't get it twisted. She's not going for any of that. So, yeah, it might have been a foul, but she's going to get up in your chest and let you know about it.
Xander, that's something it's interesting that you note that. I think a lot of people talk about Allie Becky's scoring ability, but she's a fantastic defender.
Yeah, she was one of the MAC leaders in steals. She led this team in steals, matter of fact. And she's an on-ball defender that can really be on your best player and know where she's going to go and be confident that you can leave her on an island and she can defend with the best of them.
Donovan knocks down the first free throw. She misses the second. The rebound falls to Leonefa. Leonefa is then going to get fouled once again. So this time it'll be a foul on the floor, so no free throws, but a great second effort from Candace Leonefa. And if you're head coach for the Davidson women's basketball Wildcats, you're Gail Folks, you got to like that effort.
Oh, you do, absolutely, especially when the game, it is starting where you see it possibly out of hand. What you want to do, if you want to try to cut into this lead, you need effort plays. You need garbage points. Anything you can do to get back into this game.
Yeah, the Cardinals trying to put their foot on the gas, but they're going to pick up another bad foul. Tessa Towers, who just checked in the game, picks up a foul. She will now check out. Marie Kiefer will check back in.
Yeah, Tessa Towers, not a good foul, especially when you're trying to leave your impact on the game. 2 quick fouls picked up against you on the team. You can't have that.
Davidson underneath the basket will get it outside towards Dunn. Dunn cross-court pass to Bruin Dunks. Bruin Dunks down low into Davidson. Not into Davidson, into Donovan. But the ball is tipped out by Allie Becky, so it will stay Davidson basketball.
Man, how long has this possession been for Davidson?
It's been a long one, Zander. They've been able to just kind of stay in there. They're getting those second chance points. You know what? That's what the end of the game is about. Can you stay in it? Can you hustle? And can you try to claw your way back in? Now we'll see Dunn, a free throw line jumper. This one will fall in with a couple of bounces, and Davidson will get a basket. 64-48 now, the Ball State advantage.
Davidson finally able to get a basket to go. What a good look for them to get that mid-range shot to go in. Don't really see too many mid-range shots being taken in today's game. I will say that.
Maddie Bischoff with the ball on top of the three-point arc will give it to Becky. Becky will take a screen from Marie Kiefer, dump it down low. Kiefer right-handed towards her left. Gets that one to fall. Marie Kiefer with a tough layup. 66-48 now, Ball State an 18-point lead. 7:30 remaining here, but quickly the other way. They go to Leonefa, and Davidson responds right away.
Kiefer caught sleeping on that one with the outlet pass just right over her head, and for Davidson to get a quick and easy 2. What a way to respond for Davidson.
7:18 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Ball State leads by 16. Up top with it on the three-point arc is Maddie Bischoff. She's 3 for 3 from the three-point line today, or 3 for 4 rather. Marie Kiefer with the ball on the left side. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Lachelle Austin, she'll go inside. She tries to do a move on Dunn. She does step-back jumper, and she gets that one to fall. Lachelle Austin with a spin-around step-back jumper extends the lead to 18.
What a beautiful move by Lachelle Austin. Hit the defender on her hip and then fade away for the easy deuce.
68-50 now the score. Bruin dunks, unloads the triple the other way. Can't get that one to fall. Rebound falls to Lachelle Austin, and Austin will quickly push it in transition. Austin takes it onto the free throw line, goes to her right, spins and gets fouled on the play by Katie Donovan, so Lachelle Austin will head to the line for 2 shots.
And that's the thing about Austin. She is such a quick and shifty guard. It's hard to stay in front of her, especially when she wants to make that decision that she's going to attack downhill, and she's going to make either you stop her or the refs try to come in there and ref it and officiate it for her.
And Zander, it's probably a good thing to note that we start to see a couple of these, elementary school classrooms head out, but the environment that they provided for their Ball State Cardinals today, that was noted.
Honestly, they might have a better student section in total than ours. So, it's great to see, especially when we get to see a lot of these schools and elementary programs and extracurricular programs having kids come in and experience a college atmosphere and experience it in such a positive way, like an athletic event, like a very good athletic team in our Ball State women's basketball program.
And I got to tell you, I'm a little jealous. I never got to do anything like this in elementary school, so it's just a fun opportunity for the kids as well.
Oh, man, really? You haven't?
No, I didn't get to do anything fun like that. 70-50 now is the score. Ball State knocked down both of those free throws, courtesy of Lachelle Austin. 6:38 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
You know what, Evan, me and you at the break, we're going to have a conversation with your elementary school teacher.
Yeah, I got to make a couple of phone calls as we see Charlize Dunn will can the triple the other way for Davidson. They cut the lead down to 17. 70-53 now is the score. Ball State averages about 70 points a game, so they're going to surpass that margin today.
Yeah, one thing about Ball State, they're in the top 40 in the country as far as scoring. So one thing we do know, they can score the basketball.
Zuri Ransom with the ball. 13 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Up top, it's Madeline Bischoff. Takes it to the right elbow, kicks it back out. Sydney Bolden. Up top, Marie Kiefer has 6 seconds. Gets it to Becky. Great defensive effort by Charlize Dunn, but she's going to dribble the ball right on that right sideline out of bounds. Almost kept it in. Great defensive effort. The Cardinals only have 5 seconds on the shot clock to work with.
Even though down by 17, you are seeing Dunn putting a lot of effort. She's tipping balls, getting second chance points. That's what you love to see, especially if you're Davidson head coach and you're able to see that coming into the future games. You love to see it.
Becky with the ball on the right side. She will do the inbound. Marie Kiefer comes and gets a screen. She has it just past the Cardinal logo. Now with Becky has it, 2 seconds left. She's going to have to chuck something up there, and she's going to run out of time. A shot clock violation. I think Becky thought she had 1 more second than she did on the shot clock.
Yeah, just couldn't get that shot off for Becky. I know she probably want that possession back as far as time goes, but you know what? Got to move on and got to play good defense.
Issy Morgan the other way gets it to Sienna Dower, and Dower will get fouled underneath the basket for the Davidson Wildcats. She'll head to the line for 2 shots. Dower has only shot 6 free throws on the season, and she is 1 for 6, so this will be an opportunity to improve those numbers for the freshman guard from IMG Academy.
Oh, from IMG Academy. Yeah, prep school shout out.
The remaining students still very loud here, Zander.
Yeah, it almost shocks me, I'll be honest, especially from the students from behind us. Very large crowd pop, I'd say.
They didn't seem to bother Dower on the last free throw as she knocks down the first free throw. 70-54 now is the score.
See, they bothered me, man.
The second free throw is good for Dower, so she's able to make that despite the pressure. Now just a 15-point advantage for the Cardinals. Allie Becky in her own backcourt trying to get it across the timeline. She's able to break the press and get out of that 8-second territory. 20 seconds now on the shot clock. With the ball on top of the three-point arc is Sydney Bolden. Bolden looks and swings it over to Kiefer. Kiefer on the left side, back up top. Maddie Bischoff will shoot the 3 and get that one to fall. Maddie Bischoff is having a fantastic day from the three-point line. That's her 4th one.
Again, even if she gets a look at the rim, that is still a dangerous opportunity for any opposing team. Bischoff can shoot the net off the ball.
73-55 the score. 5 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. And once again, we see a fantastic move underneath the basket by Davidson's Katie Donovan.
Katie Donovan, she just understands leverage, and that footwork of hers is so spectacular where she's able to get anything she wants down there, especially at being only 5'10".
Bischoff with 4 three-pointers in the ball game. She's 4 for 9. She has 12 points from the three-point arc and 14 points total. The other way, we're going to see Marie Kiefer get called for a charge as she just ran over Issy Morgan. So Marie Kiefer will pick up the offensive foul. That's her 4th. And we'll see a timeout the other way by Davidson. So we'll take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. Things are starting to heat up here at Worthen Arena. Ball State leads 73-57 over the Davidson Wildcats. You're listening to SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
So just how big is the Mammoth Pizza at Mancino's? How about a big 24-inch round pizza loaded with all of your favorite toppings? Made to order just for you when you call 287-1300. The perfect size for the big game, the next game, or any event that demands not only the best, but the biggest pizza you can order. And Mancino's is ready anytime. Call, wait 10 to 15 minutes, then head to Mancino's for pickup. Man, is it good. When a large pizza isn't enough, you need at least one Mammoth from Mancino's.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has a new, better flavor. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test. Starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Standards. High standards. That's what sets teams apart. It's also what sets us apart at Pridemark Construction. We're not alone in holding our standards high. Ball State University is among those who do. That's why we're proud to sponsor the Ball State Athlete of the Week. High standards in everyday performance is everything in sport, as well as business. Join us in our pursuit of excellence. Join Pridemark Construction for your next building project and in our support of Ball State University's Athlete of the Week.
You're listening to Ball State Football, streaming live with SportsLink Digital.
Now back to the stadium.
Ball State basketball, but nonetheless a fantastic environment. Evan Stowell, Zander Woods joining me. We got 4:50 remaining in the fourth quarter, and the Ball State women's basketball team has been putting on an absolute clinic against this Davidson Wildcats squad. Davidson fighting back here in the fourth quarter, but Ball State's being led by their seniors. Allie Becky and Maddie Bischoff have had a great game, Zander.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think this game can just be chopped down to experience and inexperience, right? And don't get it wrong, Davidson played well, and one thing I really want to note is how well the underclassmen for Davidson played. We have freshman guard like Candace Leonefa, yet Kyra Rundown, and then you had other guards like Katie Donovan and Issy Morgan. They played really well as Mallory Hines. These are underclassmen that are playing the game really well, playing really hard, and that shouldn't go unnoticed, especially when you're trying to make a run in the future.
No, Zander, you bring up a great point. I mean, Ball State, looking back a couple of years ago, their best players right now were just developing in their sophomore season. The same thing's happening for the Davidson Wildcats. As you mentioned, having a great game today is Katie Donovan. She's got 17 points now. And then you mentioned those other freshman guards like Leonefa has 10. So does Dunn. She also has 10. So both of them have had great games. Even if they don't win this one, they can feel proud of what they learned in a tough road environment.
Oh, absolutely. This is a very tough road environment, especially when you're being berated by 8 through 12-year-olds.
Yeah, and Worthen Arena, I mean, it's the second largest Mid-American Conference stadium. It's a great place to watch basketball, and I think these kids are having a fun day out on field trip day. 4 minutes and 50 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Davidson in their all-red jerseys still working from left to right. 73-57, the Ball State advantage. With the ball up top, on top of the three-point arc is Dunn. She drives it to the right elbow, misses the layup. The rebound goes to MJ Johnson, and then she dribbles it off of her hand, and it will go out of bounds, so Davidson will keep possession. No, Ball State will get possession. They're going to say it went off Issy Morgan last second, so now Johnson will inbound it on the right side near a couple of fans. Becky takes it, gives it back to Johnson. They're going to clear the timeline, and then Johnson will throw it away to Dunn. Dunn the other way in transition to Morgan. Morgan's going to knock down the layup. 73-59 now the score. Quick bucket in transition for Davidson. Now unable to clear the trap was Zuri Ransom, but picking up a blocking foul is Izzy Morgan. So Ball State will get out of harm's way there. And another team foul there for Davidson. but a lot of energy and intensity being played with by this Wildcats team, Zander. I think they're going to try to mount a comeback.
Oh, for sure. Hey, listen, you still have 4 minutes and 23 seconds left. Yeah, you more than likely, you would assume, but just by looking at the time and the score, you'd say, yeah, Cardinals easily walk away with this. But no, you still have 4 minutes and 23 seconds. There is definitely enough time to put your stamp and impact on this basketball game. And who knows? You never know. If you keep doing what you need to do, don't turn the ball over, and you're playing efficient and good basketball, you could really flip the score.
Yeah, and Zander, for Ball State, this is a test for Coach Stowell's squad. Like, can we put our foot on the gas and put a team away?
Especially when you've struggled in that department in other areas, even having a lead. So remember, you got to still play on your P's and Q's no matter the score.
Becky will break the press and then gets picked up and gets a foul on Sienna Dower. So a good play there from Allie Becky. Ball State not yet in the bonus. The Wildcats are. Allie Becky doing a great job breaking the trap there. And now Zuri Ransom will throw it inbounds right next to her head coach Brady Sally on their bench. 4:15 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Ball State with a pretty hefty advantage, but a little run here from the Davidson Wildcats. On the left side is Allie Becky. She goes cross-court, Maddie Bischoff. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Bischoff in the corner, drives it back up towards the top and hands it off to Becky. Becky back over to Bischoff. Now on the left side of the paint, it's MJ Johnson, and she runs right over Bruin Dunks, who's going to pick up another charge. So MJ Johnson and Marie Kiefer have both been pretty undisciplined in that department, just running into these Davidson Wildcat defenders.
Yeah, and I'm all for an aggressive post-up, but you cannot lead with your shoulder going into the defender. And give credit to Bruin Dunks. Bruin Dunks only a freshman. She picked up a couple charges. She plays like a veteran out there. Like she must have let the dogs out with that one for sure. She's playing like one.
Yeah, Bruin Dunks from Belgium, the freshman, been playing very well in this one. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Donovan down low is going to kick it into the corner for a wide open Morgan. Morgan cannot capitalize on the open triple. Maddie Bischoff gets the rebound, immediately hands it off to Allie Becky. 3:37 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Becky gets it past half court and gets another foul picked up. This time it's Sienna Dower who fouls her. Ball State heading towards the bonus, so that's their fourth foul against them in this quarter, or their third foul against them in the quarter.
In the second one picked up against Becky. And one thing that makes her so difficult to guard is when you see her dribbling up and you see her backing you down, that changes direction. She can hit you with an array of moves in under a second, and she can put the brakes on it whenever she wants.
Now we see down low, Marie Kiefer gets positioning on the right block and is able to get that one to fall. A great right hook by Marie Kiefer. 75-59 now is the Ball State advantage, and the seniors getting it done for the Cardinals.
Beautiful hook by Kiefer as she's able to box out using her shoulders and get that leverage so she can get that angle on the glass.
Now we see Charlize done with it. She's going to go cross-court pass to Bessel. Bessel will kick this one back over to Adenube. Adenube drives inside, puts it on the right block, misses the layup, and Allie Becky now will control possession as the clock ticks under 3 minutes here from the fourth quarter. The Ball State lead still 75-59. The Cardinals looking to put the Wildcats away.
Yeah, and if I'm Ball State right here, just like how Becky's doing, I'm taking my time with each possession. No need to make any ignorant errors, anything unforced. Just want to make sure you bleed this clock out.
Now Becky drives into the lane, takes it to the right block, and gets blocked by Katie Donovan with a great defensive effort. She's now going to clear the timeline in transition. She's going to go left corner and then slow up her dribble. 2:30 now remaining in the fourth. With it is Dunn. Dunn goes to Bruin Dunks. Bruin Dunks on the right side of the three-point arc is going to use all of this shot clock here. 15 seconds now remaining. Inside to Donovan. Donovan blows the layup. The rebound goes to Lachelle Austin, who will hand it off to Becky, who will slowly take her time to get the ball past half court.
And if I'm Davidson, one thing I don't want to do if I was to try to mount a comeback, you can't be taking plays all the way down to the shot clock. We need quick buckets and quick motions.
On the left side of this three-point arc is the senior Maddie Bischoff. She's going to get it up top to Sydney Bolden. Now on the left side, it's Allie Becky. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Now it ticks below 5. With the ball is Bischoff. She's going to get it over to Austin. 2 seconds remaining. Deep three from Austin. She knocks it down. Lachelle Austin.
Lachelle Austin, man, what a game she is having. And like I mentioned earlier, she's hitting those grenade shots.
Now we're going to see a 78-59 advantage for the Cardinals. 1:41 remaining here in the fourth quarter. We're going to see a substitution timeout as Davidson wants to get a couple of new players in here, and I'd like to see the Cardinals also probably go with a platoon swap. We're going to take a 60-second break. When we come back, we'll have the last 1:40 here from Worthen Arena. It's a fantastic field trip day. The energy's been electric. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to SportsLink Digital Radio, presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
From the bell tower to your smartphone, anywhere in the world.
Never miss Ball State Sports with SportsLink Digital.
American Pest Pros is the official pest control partner of Ball State Athletics. We protect your home or business and guarantee year-round protection from insects and pests. Ask about our Ball State special, available to all Cardinal fans. Our pest control program is the safest and most effective in the industry. Even if you tried a different service and it didn't work, we'll fix your problem, guaranteed, or your money back. Visit AmericanPestPros.com. That's AmericanPestPros.com. And don't forget to ask about our Ball State special.
Ball State fans, who needs batteries? Your locally owned Battery Masters have batteries for cars, boats, golf carts, cell phones, watches, key fobs, Papergo toys for kids, and more. Bring your rechargeable batteries back to life for drills, shavers, dustbusters, and more. All Ball State fans receive a free battery checkup. Just mention Charlie Cardinal. Battery Masters is conveniently located on the corner of Walnut and Centennial, next to Mini Trista. Check us out online at batterymasters.com. Go Cards!
And welcome back here to this fantastic environment we've talked about all afternoon, Zander. The kids have made this one a lot of fun. A 78-59 lead for the Ball State Cardinals. Only a minute and 40 seconds remaining in this ball game. How impressed have you been with this response from this Ball State women's basketball team?
Oh, I've been extremely impressed, especially when you saw them in their performance these last two games where, for lack of better words, you see them take their foot off the gas in certain areas. They're not rebounding. The lack of defensive attention, it seems to go away. But now in here, it seems like they're very locked in. They know what they came in here to do, to take care of business, and that's what they did. And so I'm very impressed, and hopefully this can seem that they can use this game to push them and propel them to the future with future performances.
Yeah, you always hope this is that much-needed momentum boost here as we start to head towards the middle of the season. Mid-American Conference play isn't right around the corner, but it is coming up, and you do want to be ready for that as we await the official to blow their whistle. It looks like they're doing a little fan cam around Worthen Arena. Kids are throwing up those free shirts they got like towels. It feels like a Kansas City Chiefs game in here right now, Zander. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, now these kids are loving it. But my question is, what they know about Whip and Nene? This is before their time. This was a 2015 song. This was back when I was in 3rd and 4th grade. I was hitting this.
No, I thought the same thing earlier. They were all singing Firework, and I'm like, there's no way that this came out within the time that they were born, but they were having fun.
These kids weren't even fetuses at that point, so I'm not sure what they're getting into, but I love it. I kid, it's all jokes. I love the atmosphere, and I love what Ball State has been able to do, bringing these kids out to watch a great game of basketball.
And we're back to action. Down low on the left block. Donovan with her right hand swings to her left, puts up the layup, and once again carves in some space in the block.
She is just nasty. She continues to impress. I don't care what the score is. You go after this game and perform how Donovan did, she's going to be one heck of a player in her future. She has a long career ahead of her.
She sure is, just a sophomore. 78-61 Ball State advantage. Allie Becky, fantastic move into the paint, misses the quick jumper. Kiefer gets the rebound. She's blocked down low, but they're going to call a foul on Candace Leonefa. So with a minute and 10 seconds remaining here in the fourth, they will send the senior Marie Kiefer to the free throw line for 2 free throws.
Yeah, you see Becky even laughing a little bit. She knows she should have had that shot. That was a beautiful move. But like I said, $1 million move, 5-cent finish as we see Kiefer go to the charity strike for 2.
Yeah, and Kiefer's been fantastic from the charity strike this afternoon. 4 for 4, now she's 5 for 5 as she knocks down the first free throw.
Yeah, what a game Kiefer has had. You know, yeah, she's about to have, she's obviously in double digits, so she's made her impact on the offensive side of the ball, no doubt about it, but her defensive effort and how she's able to move and call out a lot of these off-ball screens, she has played an amazing game.
Ball State now gets to that 80-point mark as they are up 80-61. A minute now remaining in the ball game. Deep three from Leonefa, no good. Rebound by Lachelle Austin, who's also had a really underrated performance. She has 18 points this afternoon, as we're going to see a foul the other way, I believe, or maybe a substitution. I think they're doing a substitution timeout here from head coach Brady Sallee. He's going to give the crowd an opportunity to acknowledge their star player, Allie Becky, who will check out of the game. Checking in Zuri Ransom. 52.8 seconds remaining on the game clock, 27 on the shot clock. Maddie Bischoff has it on the left wing.
Yeah, as they should, as we see Allie Becky, who's checked out of the game for the last time. So, way to see the freshman probably take over the point guard duties.
Zuri Ransom now will kick it out to Smith. Smith is able to save it from going out of bounds. 10 seconds now on the clock. Smith drives inside. She's going to get called for a carry, I believe, so that's going to be a turnover for the Cardinals. And with 36 seconds remaining on the game clock, possession will go back over to Davidson.
Yeah, I believe it actually might have been an offensive foul, was it? Or
it might. Yeah, it looks like they say she threw an elbow at her.
Yeah, she definitely did. You can't do that. You gotta be more careful when you're throwing those bows, when you're trying to get some separation inside the paint.
80-61 the score. Ball State leads. 23 seconds. Steal for the Cardinals, and they're going to be able to dribble this one out. And we'll see if the fans start to recognize that as Lachelle Austin will cross the timeline. And this one is going to be over. The Ball State Cardinals are going to win by 19 on field trip day, thanks to fantastic efforts from some of their guards. Lachelle Austin, 18 points. Allie Becky, 20 points. 14 for Maddie Bischoff.
Yep, and the crowd is letting them show here, as you can hear.
A huge win for the Ball State Cardinals. That will give them a 6-3 record on the season. It will drop the Davidson women's basketball Wildcats to 3-6. Zander, what a performance and what an atmosphere the entire afternoon. I love a Thursday morning basketball game.
Yeah, I never really would have thought to myself and said, how excited am I going to be for a Thursday morning basketball game? But after calling this game with you here, Evan, man, boy, was I wrong. This has been an electric environment, a very youthful electric environment at that. But no, just an amazing game all around, an amazing afternoon now put on by the Cardinals, and just an amazing atmosphere that Ball State has been able to give us by allowing so many kids from around the Muncie community get the opportunity to watch.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, Zander, the cold did not stop these elementary school students from bringing the heat, and the Ball State Cardinals felt that as they powered their way to victory. An 80-61 performance and a great win for the Ball State women's basketball team. Thank you for listening. I've been Evan Stowell. That's Zander Woods. Thanks to our host/producer, Daniel Sullivan. This has been a presentation of SportsLink Digital Radio presented by Victory Honda of Muncie.
This has been a production of SportsLink Digital Radio.